Welcome to opening night here in Boone, North Carolina at Beaver Field at Jim and Bettie Smith Stadium. Tonight, the hometown Boone Bigfoots take on the Native American national team, the Warriors. I'm your commentator, Eric Fisher, alongside Matthew Schweikert, the station manager, WSU. How are you doing tonight, Matt?
Doing great, Eric. Bigfoots dominated the Textile League last summer. Back for more this summer. Excited to see what the kind of product those boys put on the field this summer.
Yeah, just missed the banner going up, representing the championship. Should be a good one out here, Had a preseason game yesterday, but the team just kind of got familiar with themselves, otherwise than returning players. So what do you think? Any chemistry issues going to this one?
Yeah, it's always a possibility early in the season, but as you said, the one advantage that the Bigfoots do have coming in is a lot of guys in this starting lineup were on the team last year. Just kind of looking at the starting lineup, you've got 3 guys in this batting order, or actually 4 guys who played for this team last year.
Yeah.
Played together, know each other well. There's several guys on this team that play together at the collegiate level. So there's a lot more familiarity than you would maybe expect from your typical summer league team.
Yeah, you got some players from UNC Asheville, NC Wesleyan, George Washington, Chowan University, Guilford, Transylvania. A lot of familiarity with the roster, but looking at the batting order, we have Reese, second base from UNC Asheville, Lex, left field from George Washington University, Baycott, right fielder from UNC Asheville, Bass, shortstop from NC Wesleyan University, Monday, center fielder from Transylvania University, Reed, third base from UVA Wise University, Bellamy from playing first base from Chowan University, Barker, catcher from North Carolina Wesleyan University, and Henderson being the designated hitter from Guilford College, and then pitching tonight, number 10, Dooley from Francis Marion University. What do you expect from Dooley tonight in the pitching duel?
Yeah, Dooley was the ace of this staff last summer. He's going to be expected to do exactly the same this summer. Had a huge summer season for them last year, through 40 innings, struck out 38 guys, so nearly a batter per inning. Had a 1.35 ERA, which over the course of an entire summer is elite. 5-0 record. He was the Bigfoots pitcher of the year, and then had a solid season at the college level again this spring. 45 2/3 innings, 35 strikeouts. Again, 5-0 record, 3.94 ERA. So Dooley is a guy that can go deep into ball games, strike a lot of guys out, and really generate a lot of momentum for this Bigfoots team.
Yeah, you might expect a low-scoring game here tonight. Looking at those numbers, I mean, Dooley coming back out from college, I expect a good game. And we were just talking earlier about his fair player, Freddie Freeman. Not a big Freddie Freeman over here, Matt? No.
No, Freddie Freeman has tortured the Nationals for far too long. So no, respect him, but not a huge Freddie Freeman fan. But yeah, Matt Dooley, great pitcher for this team. And we'll see. A lot of these guys should be fairly fresh. The college season for most of these guys ended not too long ago. The Bigfoots actually have a couple of players that haven't joined the team yet because they're in the middle of postseason play.
Yeah.
So I'm not really worried about rust for any of these guys because they're just coming out of their college season. Should be pretty fresh.
Yeah, if anything, you're looking more chemistry. But actually missing the opening ceremony pitch, it was Braden Oman, 2021 Player of the Year last year for the Boone Bigfoots. And you see the record, 26-5. 8.39 winning percentage, and they were the champions. So, I'd say there's some high expectations going in this one.
Yeah, and that 26-5 record, as good as it is, doesn't tell the whole story. The Bigfoots lost a couple games early in that season, had some sloppy play early in the summer, a lot of defensive miscues.
Yeah.
But then after that, just started absolutely pouring it on teams. I mean, they were just about unbeatable second half of June and through the month of July last season.
Yeah. And Ryan Smoot, the coach here, second season for the Boone Bigfoots. Some expectations coming as champions again. We just talked about that, and we'll have batting first here, the Warriors, with Lowry, the shortstop, leading off for the Warriors. Not too much known about them, but, you never know with these teams. First game of the season, might have some jitters here, right?
Yeah, and it's a great opportunity for the Warriors to come in here, play against a really good ball club, get some really good experience, and, if they pull off a win tonight, it probably would be considered an upset, and that would be a huge momentum builder for them as they get ready for their season.
Yeah, sometimes you could look at that, too. Taking a loss early on, that could be a wake-up call for a team going into the season, because you don't, you win the championship, you're going in the season, you probably you think, oh, we won, we should win again, you just keep that mentality. A lot of returning players as well. So maybe it's good, having some higher competition going into the season. You want to kind of get used to that and be prepared for that going into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these teams with a win tonight, it's a momentum builder, confidence builder.
Oh, yeah.
But a loss, it's a learning opportunity. It kind of tells them, okay, maybe we're not quite at the level we're ready to be at, but even with it being a summer season and it being a little bit more of a sprint than your typical baseball season, it's still a good 2-month season, still a lot of baseball left to be played. So a lot can be learned by both teams tonight.
Yeah, and Matthew Dooley, you see him warming up here, got the sidearm pitch going. Expecting big things from him, expecting big things from the Bigfoots just in general. And we are close here to opening pitch for this first game for opening night. The fans are here. It's an exciting one. Big things going on for the Bigfoots here this season. Just a lot of excitement here in Boone for the Bigfoots.
Yeah, and last season they had a ton of crowd support for their inaugural season. It was very impressive what they were able to put together. So, it's going to be a lot of fun to see how they're able to build on that this summer and continue to be not just a great baseball team, but a pillar of this community.
Yeah, definitely. And just raising awareness, too. I mean, this team is I feel like, some other summer league teams like the Savannah Bananas, they're pretty well known. Boone Bigfoots are going to reach that level, I believe, and they will get up there and just be known in the social media world as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't hurt that they have one of the most beautiful venues in all of America to play their home games.
Yeah, I mean, MLB has posted this on their social media page as well, and here is Lowry, the shortstop for the Warriors, batting here first.
Yeah, and we'll see how Dooley approaches this. Like I said, big strikeout guy, might be aggressive early on.
And the first pitch from Dooley. Outside, and that'll be a ball. That'll be a 1-0 count.
And Dooley trying to go outside there, just a little bit too far.
Ooh, low. Thought that one might have been a strike, but it is low, and he cannot get that one in the box there. 2-0 count here for the Bigfoots and for Dooley against Lowry. And the 2-0 pitch. Swinging, and that's hit, and that'll be a foul ball. We will have a 2-1 count here for Dooley with Lowry up. Lowry is just warming up here, first at bat. See how things go. Both players trying to feel out the game so far.
Yeah, Dooley with that kind of sidearm delivery kind of bears in on the left-handed hitter. That's exactly what that 2-0 pitch did.
Yeah, and a 3-1 count here now as Dooley goes high and outside on the 2-1 pitch. Now 3-1 count here for Dooley against Lowry. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count here going in to the first inning here at home for the Boone Bigfoots. Dooley versus Lowry with a 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Outside, and that'll be a walk for Lowry. And up next is Churchill, second baseman for the Warriors.
Yeah, Dooley once again trying to catch that outside corner. Just let that pitch a little bit too far out there. Good AB by Lowry.
Yeah, raising the pitch count early on, that's what you like to see against an ace. Definitely want to get some pitches up there early on. And Churchill, second baseman here for the Warriors against Dooley. Clean count. First pitch down the middle, that'll be a 0-1, and that is a strike from Dooley.
And that's a good response by Matt Dooley. Don't want to get in the habit of falling behind hitters. Does a nice job of establishing the strike zone right there, getting ahead in the count.
And the 0-1 pitch. And low and outside, can't get that one. It'll be a 1-1 count here for Dooley. As Churchill actually is settling in, not swinging it too much here, but you have 1-1 count. And the 1-1 pitch from Dooley. He's got someone running. The throw. Ooh, he is safe. Good throw there by the catcher Barker, but couldn't catch him. Lowry with a quick move there to steal second base.
Yeah, not the easiest pitch to throw on. High and inside, kind of got to get out of the way of the batter a little bit. So not the cleanest throwing lane, but still a good attempt there by Barker. Just a good jump by Lowry.
Yeah, it was. He was definitely cheating off there at the base. And here's the pitch from Dooley. Struck him out. Lake Hall there. Wasn't sure if he got it, but he did. Beautiful pitch from Dooley. And that is the first out of the season for the Boone Bigfoots. And walking up is Everett for right fielder for the Warriors here. Number 5 going up against Dooley. With a runner at second, that is Lowry, and he's still cheating off second there. Trying to maybe get a quick run here if Everett can make contact. Yeah,
that was a good bounce back AB by Dooley. Responding from the leadoff walk. Did a great job of pounding the strike zone on that at bat, and Churchill never got the bat off the shoulder.
Yeah, and here's the pitch. Right down the middle, and that is another strike for Dooley, and that is an 0-1 count. And Everett is ready for this one, and Dooley is lining up. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Low pitch, and that'll be a 1-1 count as, Dooley's looking back at Lowry there. Lowry's cheating a lot off second there, looks like.
Yeah, Lowry trying to get in his head a little bit, distract Dooley from the task at hand at the plate, tried to go down and away with what looked like a breaking ball there. Just good discipline by Everett.
And the swing, he gets Everett there, and that is the second strike there for Dooley. That's a good pitch and a good confidence booster there for Dooley.
Yeah, and once again goes down in the zone. First swing we've seen through 3 at-bats so far, so another nice pitch there by Matt Dooley.
Yeah, didn't even think about that. Not much swinging so far here from the Warriors. The 1-2 pitch. Dooley checks Lowry again there. He's really looking at it. Ooh, inside pitch. Nearly makes contact there with the batter. Everett, just getting prepared for that one. That was definitely a wake-up one there for Everett. 2-2 count here for Dooley versus Everett. And still, Lowry cheating a lot off the base there. And Dooley waits for the call. And here's the pitch from Dooley. 2-2 count. Contact there. Good play on third. He's going to throw to first. He's got it. Quick, easy out. He'll throw. Oh, he drops the ball. He will be safe there at third. Lowry hesitated and then went back. But he will be safe. He looks like he's down. Think he's okay, which is good, which we want to see. But good throw there by the third baseman. Reed with the great throw there to first. Gets the out and almost got the double play there. Very unconventional play, but get what you can get. And Locklear up to bat.
Yeah, that was well executed by the Bigfoots. Just, when the ball got back to Reed on the throw over, just couldn't quite make the transfer as he tried to make the tag, but they had Lowry dead to rights there.
Oh, high pitch by Dooley, and Locklear has to duck there to avoid that one. Dooley here looks a little, I think he's just settling the game here, but some pitches got away from him, but still feeling confident with him there.
Yeah, and that kind of looked like a breaking ball that just never broke back in.
Yeah. And here's the pitch from Dooley. Ooh, low ball there, fastball, but it will be a 2-0 count for Dooley with a man on third. Lowry's working the bases here, and it's probably going to cheat a little bit on third base. And here's the 2-0 pitch from Dooley. Inside pitch, and it's hit. Dooley's going to... Oh, that is a foul ball. Foul ball. Dooley putting in the effort, though, which you like to see. It looks like we have a broken bat there for Locklear as well.
Yeah, that was Jam City.
It was, yeah.
Inside, in on the hands. Just a perfect pitch to generate weak contact. Just had a little bit of funky spin on it. Couldn't stay fair.
Not seeing much swinging there in the first couple bats, but now everyone's swinging at a lot of pitches. I mean, that was surprising to see the lack of swinging to go for that one.
Yeah, the Warriors being patient so far in this game. Dooley's been a little bit all over the place with his command. They're, forcing him to throw strikes. It's a good approach.
Oh,
but,
and they make some contact. It's Locklear.
Yeah, and he just missed squaring that one up straight back. But, like I said, when a pitcher's struggling to consistently throw strikes like Dooley has through the first few batters here, it's a good approach. Make him throw you one before you swing, and that's kind of what the Warriors have been doing.
Yeah, good at bat here so far from Locklear. That's what you like to see, making contact, forcing the pitcher to place the ball, and Dooley has not found success there quite yet. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss, he gets him, and that is the end of the top of the first. Dooley gets a little bit of a jam there with third base with Lowry there with a little unconventional base running, but still made it to third, but Dooley gets out of the inning. A little bit of a high pitch count there, but it's what you like to see, though, from the Boone Bigfoots.
Yeah, absolutely. Dooley did a great job of working around that leadoff walk and the stolen base. When you can keep the ball from going into play like he did with the 2 strikeouts, that's that helps with the traffic on the bases when you don't have the ball in play and you're not giving him an opportunity to force your defense into a mistake.
Yeah, and a little bit of an interesting thing here going on with the Warriors, actually. We were talking about this earlier, Matt, is the Warriors' jerseys are, say, the Marlins, because they don't have their jerseys with them for this matchup, but they still are the Warriors. The Marlins is actually their sister team, is what we found out. So, yeah, you can see it there in the broadcast. Those do not say the Warriors, but they are the Marlins, but they are still the Native American national team Warriors. They are not the Marlins, just to let you know. Clear up some confusion there.
Yeah, this team we believe just came together within the last few days.
Yeah.
Their season's even younger than the Bigfoot season is. So they just kind of grabbed what they could to get up here and play a baseball game. And
Hey, I mean, they made it, as long as you're here with the gloves, baseballs, and bats, I guess you can play, right? I mean, the jerseys.
yeah, and I'm guessing most of those guys don't really care what jersey they're wearing as long as they're getting an opportunity to get at bats and play some baseball.
Yeah, why not? Summer baseball, it's a beautiful thing to play. It's a sport of the summer, as always. And it is a beautiful day here in Boone with some nice temperatures and the pretty backdrop we talked about, one of the pretty stadiums here. Prettiest stadium probably in North Carolina, and then one of the prettiest college stadiums in the nation.
Yeah, absolutely. It does not get much better than a low 70s Friday night in the high country.
Yeah, perfect weather, especially compared to yesterday, which we were in the 80s. But the pitcher here for the Warriors, Guerrero, number 1, going up against Reese, second baseman from UNC Asheville here. And this is a big tester here for the Bigfoots. First at bat, here's the pitch. Makes contact, and that'll be a foul ball on the first base line. Good to see some early contact, though, there from Reese.
Yeah, Reese listed on the roster as a utility guy from UNC Asheville, Fayetteville native, so he's a North Carolina guy. New to the Bigfoots this season. Always good to see some new faces, get some new blood in there, even with as successful as the Bigfoots were last season.
Yeah, favorite player, Derek Jeter. Good one to represent. Makes contact again down the line. That is another foul ball as the fans run for that one, trying to get a souvenir. And Reese, being a UNC Asheville guy, not too far of a drive from here, about 2 hours, not too bad. But so far, good contact. We have a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from Guerrero. Inside, that'll be a ball. Dropped by the catcher, but it's a ball. Reese hanging in there, but swinging early. The Bigfoots compared to the Warriors so far. I feeling and looking a little more confident compared to the Warriors.
Yeah, definitely more aggressive. Reese with a nice take there.
And a swing and a miss on that one. I think he might have made contact. He did, so Reese will stay up here and keep batting. We have a full count. Well, actually, no, not a full count. 2-2 count. Reese staying alive, making contact with the ball.
Yeah, that was a good breaking ball in on the hands. Reese did a good job of staying alive.
Swing and a miss. He makes contact out to left field. That is a routine fly ball there for the Warriors. Thought that one would maybe drop, but it kept sailing. But good so far showing from the Bigfoot. Swinging the back, making contact.
Yeah, that was a good swing from Reese. Hit it about as hard as he could. Just hit it right at somebody.
Yeah, unfortunate.
That's a loud first out.
And here is Lex, left fielder from George Washington University.
Yeah, Logan Lex had a nice season with Bigfoots last year. Another one of these returning guys.
And the first pitch there, fastball down the middle. That'll be a strike for Guerrero. And a fun fact about Logan Lex is you see he cannot ride a bike, but at least he can swing the bat here. And we have a 1-1 count for Logan Lex.
Yeah, and Lex spent a lot of time towards the bottom half of the order for the Bigfoots last summer. Hit .244, drove in 18 runs, and had a really big season for George Washington this season. Hit over 300.
Yeah, Logan Lex moving up the order here. Second in the lineup to hit, and here's the pitch. Makes contact, breaks the bat. This will be a play for shortstop here, and they get him. That is 2 outs so far for the Warriors. That is the second broken bat so far of the game, but once again, Bigfoot's making contact, but Guerrero's placing the ball where he wants so far. Looks pretty comfortable there on the mound.
Yeah, that was another really good pitch by Guerrero. Again, in on the hands. Lex did a nice job of just fighting it off enough to put it in play, and he's not an easy guy to throw out on a play like that, but
yeah, he's got some speed.
But a good play by Lowry over there at shortstop.
And here's Baycott, right fielder, from UNC Asheville. Great walk-up song here. And his go-to karaoke song is Mr. Brightside by the Killers. That's a great song. Well, it's a good karaoke song. And the first pitch there from Guerrero looks like it was a ball. And here is the second pitch from Guerrero. Doesn't get the call. That'll be a ball there. Guerrero's pretty quick here on the throws. He doesn't take much time. He goes fast. Much more different from Dooley. And inside ball there. And looks like Guerrero's going to take his time here. But so far, 2 outs for the Bigfoots, but making contact so far on the ball, getting it into play, but just hasn't gotten the ball to drop and seen an error from any of the defense yet. Another high ball there, and that'll be a walk for Baycott, as he will be the first player on base for the Bigfoots.
Yeah, good plate appearance there by Baycott, not biting on anything from Guerrero.
Yeah, taking his time there in the batter's box, and great job. And here comes Bass, shortstop from NC Wesleyan University. Second player from NC Wesleyan, actually. So let's see what Bass has against Guerrero. Here's
Bass.
the pitch.
Bass, big-time player for the Bigfoots last season, hit over 300, 27 RBIs.
And you've Baycott cheating a little bit on first base. He's going to take a look from the catcher there, but favorite baseball player, Trey Turner. There's a national. Well, former national.
Yeah, I like that choice. Yeah, you're bringing up some bad memories, reminding me of that trade. But yeah, Trey Turner, fantastic ball player.
Yeah, from the state. Played at North Carolina State, not too far from here. Here's the pitch. Makes contact on it. This will be a play. And it will be safe at second and at third. And thinking about making the run there was Baycott. And great base running there from the Bigfoots, as it was on third base. The Warriors could not make the play. And that ball got by, and shortstop was there to back him up. But the Bigfoots, with 2 outs, they get 2 players on base. Runners at second and first here for the Bigfoots. With Monday stepping up from center fielder from Transylvania University.
And Monday, another one of these returning players for the Bigfoots. Hit 360 last summer. Hit more near the top of the order. Had 9 doubles, drove in 18 runs.
And a big swing on the first pitch there from Monday. Looks like he can rake it, and he definitely... Whoa, wow. Look at that. Best celebrity impression, Yogi the Bear. Had to bring up that. That is a great impression, probably, from Monday. Here's the pitch. Big swing again, but that'll be a play for Guerrero, and he will throw it to first, and that'll be the end of the first inning there for the Bigfoots versus the Warriors. And that is a 0-0 score so far. From Boone, North Carolina, Bigfoots versus the Warriors, with the Warriors up to bat next. Welcome back to Boone, North Carolina here. Dooley back on the mound, and the Bigfoots back out in the field playing defense here. And the Warriors are up to bat here. And the Warriors, I think, would like to see a little more swinging here and definitely making contact. Dooley was a little out of control there in the first inning, but we'll see what the Warriors bring. Definitely, I expect a little more swinging here coming in the second inning.
Yeah, Dooley had to work around the leadoff walk, but did a pretty good job after that. Struck out 2 of the next 3 hitters. Lowry caused a little bit of stress for him by stealing second base and then getting over to third, but after that first plate appearance, Dooley did a nice job of settling down, establishing his rhythm.
And looking at the 2022 theme nights here for the Boone Bigfoots, June 11th, Carnival Night, and then Carnival Night Part 2 on June 12th. And we have a Friday Health Plan sponsorship night, June 17th. June 25th, a Golden Ticket night. July 4th, Independence Day. July 7th, Thirsty Thursday. July 9th, 80s movie night. July 10th, Elvis Impersonators Night. July 16th, Hawaiian Night. And July 22nd and the 31st, we also have some special nights, so come out for those. And here's the pitch from Dooley. And a swing makes contact, but that'll be a strike going to the 0-1 count with Mize, the left fielder here for the Warriors, up to bat. Making contact early, though, and swinging is the Warriors against Dooley here. And here's the 0-1 pitch from Dooley. Ball inside there, and it'll be a 1-1 count. And Mize from Southwest Virginia Community College has some high expectations here as the Warriors like to get on base here. Here's the pitch from Dooley. Makes contact, and that one get through the gap between second and shortstop. And that'll be a first batter up, first base for Mize. Good hit there and good contact for the Warriors.
Yeah, not a bad pitch from Dooley. You know, that ball was kind of off the end of the bat from Mize. Just luckily was able to find a hole in the infield. Good piece of hitting.
Yeah, making contact early and swinging the Warriors. Much different look from the first inning here. But here's Groman, center fielder for the Warriors. Here's the pitch from Dooley. And the pitch, that is a strike on the first pitch by Dooley, down the middle. Got Groman looking there. And next pitch, actually from Netherlands, Groman. So first time probably in Boone, possibly could be wrong, but visiting here. Here is the 0-1 pitch from Dooley. And swinging at a high fastball there from Dooley is Groman, and that'll be an 0-2 count.
Yeah, some high heat there from Dooley. It kind of looked like it caught Groman by surprise. He's gone up and in with the breaking balls a lot, but first time we've really seen him climb the ladder with a fastball tonight.
Yeah, expect a pitch here, maybe a little bit outside to see if you can get Groman swinging again. Maybe inside as well. Goes inside, does get him swinging. Great play there from first base. That'll be an out. Going for the double play on second. Can't get him, but in a fantastic play there by Bellamy on first base. Fantastic play there to stop the ball and get the out. On the 0-2 count, though, we see Groman swinging. And here is Zarola, third baseman for the Warriors, up to bat.
Yeah, that was a great play over there at first base by Bellamy. Not just knocking that ball down, but snagged it cleanly.
And here's the pitch from Dooley on Zarola. And a low ball there, so 1-0 count for Zarola. And runner on second here. Mize on second, and here's the 1-0 pitch for Dooley. Checks the runner. Inside, high heat. And he made Zarola there take a step back for a second. We've seen a lot of inside pitches here. And Dooley really checking him inside, though, on these batters. And here is the 2-0 pitch from Dooley. And swinging and making contact. That looks like it'll be in the stadium, or the fans are going crazy for that ball. I don't know if anyone got it.
Yeah, a lot of kids chasing after that one. That'll be a souvenir for somebody.
Yeah, wow, they were really going for that ball. They were going nuts. I don't know if anyone got it, but... And here's the pitch from Dooley here. That was crazy for a second. Checks the runner again. They're definitely cheating here, the Warriors, testing him. And good. And he's going to tag out the runner here on third. Make the throw to first. Did he get him? Safe is the call. They will knock it out of the inning here, but 2 outs. Great play there on third base. But Bellamy could not get him out on first there in time, but great play there by third by Reed, getting the tag. Just couldn't quite get the throw over in time, but still fantastic defense so far from the Bigfoots. And here's Whitaker, first baseman, number 10 for the Warriors, up to bat. Gotta love the defense so far, though, Matt, for the Bigfoots.
Yeah, that was another great play by Reese, but Mize was able to force him to take just enough time to tag him out. He wasn't able to get the double play.
Here's the pitch from Dooley. Low ball there, and that'll be a 1-0 count for Whitaker. And Dooley waits to see the call. NCA&T, so from the state actually, is Whitaker. Got to be familiar with this area, possibly in the Raleigh area as well.
Yeah, Whitaker being an A&T guy, probably played in this stadium before. A&T makes a road trip up here to Boone just about every season.
Yeah, definitely. He's got to be familiar with the town up here, so it's got to be one of the more comfortable ones here in Boone. And used to this. Probably not weather, actually. It's a nice weather, but still used to the town and the stadium. And here's the pitch from Dooley. He's got the first base running, and that's a high throw from the catcher, but they get it. And he is safe at second there. Zarola is safe. And Whitaker doing his job, though, as they're advancing the runner there, but still with 2 outs. And 2 strikes and 1 ball here in the count.
Yeah, with the kind of half-hearted swing from Whitaker, you wonder if that was supposed to be a hit and run, but Warriors showing so far in the first couple innings, they are not afraid to run on Barker.
No, they're not at all. Here's the pitch from Dooley. Swing, and it kind of looks like another one of those half swings there, looking like he's running again. Or it's a little hesitation. I think he's just trying to make contact here, survive this count so far.
Yeah, Dooley had him reaching for that one, had him way out in front. That was a please make contact swing from Whitaker. Just let me live to see another pitch, but did a nice job doing exactly that.
Yeah, Whitaker staying alive here, and here is the 1-2 pitch from Dooley. Checks the runner again, Zarola at second. Zarola goes, oh, and Barker can't control the pitch there, gets it, keeps it in front of him at least, and save a run there, but Zarola is moving around these bases quick, and like you just said, they are not afraid to run at all. Stealing third, not
yeah,
too common.
that's 3 stolen bases in 8 batters, so yeah, the Warriors think they have something they can exploit here with Barker, and having some success with it so far.
Yeah, definitely working. 2-2 count here. Here's the pitch inside. We will have a full count here for Dooley as he's getting in a tight inning here and with 2 outs here. And let's see what Dooley and Barker are going to come up here to throw to Whitaker and the full count and a man on third. Might see one of those hit and run plays from Whitaker here. And it's going to be a ball. Or strike, call it. Happy I was wrong on that one. And the Bigfoot survived the inning after some great base running there. Great base running by the Warriors as they leave a man on third, Zarola, and the Bigfoots will be up here to bat. Good inning, though, from Dooley as you have a 0-0 ball score.
As I speak to incoming students, I get to see the excitement they have for this next phase of their lives. For some, they are the first in their families to go to college, and others are continuing a legacy of pursuing higher education. We know the journey through college is not always easy. Research tells us that obtaining a college education can be even more challenging for our students from underrepresented backgrounds. Appalachian Advocates is an opportunity to work with a cohort of faculty and staff who are willing to help foster a welcoming campus culture. Thank you for joining us.
Looking at last season here, let's look at some of the stat leaders for the Bigfoots as Braden Onum threw at the first pitch. He had a 391 batting average. Julian close behind 390. Then Monday had 360 behind. Home runs for Trevena and Bass and a couple others there, but so far the Bigfoots have the numbers in Monday. We already saw Bat swinging big as well.
Yeah, and you look at that graphic with the stat leaders from last year, a lot of those guys back on the team this year. Braden Odom, the only noticeable absence. David Julian, Dallas Trevena, not with the team yet, but on the roster for the season. So, you know, the Bigfoots, when you include Matt Dooley, who was their ace last season, bringing back a lot of the key pieces that allowed them to dominate the Textile League last year.
Yeah, and there's the strikes. We will have a 1-2 count here for Guerrero against Reed. And, yeah, you're right. I mean, looking at it, we expect this lineup to definitely change going into the season with some of those guys coming back. And Reed makes contact again, and that one will go into the stands. And we still have a 1-2 count as everyone is sprinting for that ball again.
Yeah, I think we felt the kids sprinting for that one, the rattle of the press box.
Yeah, definitely good.
Souvenir for somebody.
And here's the 1-2 pitch from Guerrero. And making contact, and that one will get down. Reed will get a first base hit here. Making contact right over the pitcher, over second base to the center field. Great hit there from Reed. with 0 outs, runner on first, and up next will be Bellamy, first baseman from Chowan University here for the Bigfoots.
Yeah, Bellamy, one of several guys on this Bigfoot squad from Chowan. Another one of those Chowan players for this Bigfoots team.
And throwing to first actually is Guerrero, and just checking Reed there. And Reed is staying safe. And now looking for the first pitch to Bellamy.
And Bellamy listed as a two-way guy for the Bigfoots, both first baseman and a pitcher.
There's the pitch. I don't know if you just saw the hobbies, but they include Fortnite and lifting heavy circles, I believe. That might have been what it said, but, good hobbies there. Yeah, lifting heavy circles and playing Fortnite is Ryan Bellamy's hobbies. Here's the pitch. And no swing. That'll be a strike, and we'll have a 1-1 count here for Bellamy against Guerrero, as Guerrero looks for the next pitch here against Bellamy with Reed on first base, still checking him. And cheating a little bit there on first base is Reed. And the pitch. Making contact there is Bellamy, and that'll be a foul ball down the third base line. And we have a 1-2 count here for Bellamy.
Yeah, and that pitch went out into the woods. I think that'll be a souvenir for a raccoon or a deer. Or
yeah, if you walk back behind center field, you see so many baseballs back there. And this might be a double play here for the Warriors, and they do get them both. Good defense there from the Warriors. That one was hit right to second base by Bellamy. Unfortunate placement there on that hit. And so far, not seeing any runs, but we are seeing the bat get swung a bit, but not big contact yet. But settling into the game here, seeing some ace pitching from Guerrero and Dooley as we expected. So we'll see how this game continues possibly when we get into the relief here later in the innings. And up to bat here is Barker, catcher from North Carolina Wesleyan University. Favorite baseball player, JT Realmuto. Like that shout out as a Phillies fan. And he makes contact here to second baseman. And that'll be an out. And that was a quick defensive inning there for the Warriors. And still here with the 0-0 ball score with the Warriors up to bat next. Hopefully we'll see some runs here soon. Stay tuned for more.
Life is a journey. We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us. A mountaineer trudges through. Where others see an obstacle, a mountaineer sees an opportunity. A mountaineer climbs tomorrow's mountains today. So what is a mountaineer? A mountaineer is you.
What brings us to mountains? Is it the possibilities that await us at the top? Are we looking forward to how the challenge will mold us, transform us? Maybe the mountain is inside all of us. After all, we are mountaineers. Appalachian State University.
All right, we're going to scoot a little bit closer. Come on, guys. I personally say count those. What do you think, fans? 3, 2, 1, ball! Oh, we have a winner! Congratulations.
And looking at the pitching leaders for the Bigfoots last year, we're talking about him all night because he is the man to talk about. Dooley had the most innings pitched, had the most strikeouts as well, and the most wins, but the ERA was led by Zach Ponce with a .9 ERA, Dooley with a 1.35, and Fritz with a 2.94. Some great pitching there, though, from the Bigfoots. And looking at it, Dooley, he's the ace, he's up, and he's pitching pretty well so far. We have a shutout for both teams, but I'm not expecting much more change from Dooley. If anything, I'm expecting to get better as this game goes on.
Yeah,
a little bit.
And we said it. Dooley was the ace of this staff last year, along with Zach Potts. We talked about with the batters, the Bigfoots brought back a lot of their offensive production, not nearly as much of the pitching production. Of the guys that you saw on that graphic, the most prominent of those guys that came back was Dooley. They don't bring back as many of those guys as they did on the other side of the ball, but still having your ace back is big. Having him be able to take the ball here on opening night is a great luxury to have. And yeah, you said it. We'll see if Dooley can settle in a little bit more here and keep some traffic off the bases, because one thing we've figured out is the Warriors want to run on Barker, and they've had success with it so far. So we'll see how the Bigfoots adjust to that.
Yeah, definitely. And Dooley, though, warming up here with a couple pitches. And here we are against Black, the DH here for the Warriors. First pitch here from Dooley. Inside, that'll be a ball and a 1-0 count. But Dooley definitely, I expect him to just settle in. Saw his favorite superhero was the Flash, and he's throwing some heat here so far for the Bigfoots. But he's having a good game, though. I expect some good production, though, so far from Dooley against these Warriors. And here's the second pitch. Swinging and missing is Black, and that'll be a 1-1 ball count here for Dooley against Black.
Yeah, really the first time all night we've seen the Warriors chase out of the zone. Good job by Dooley getting Black a little over-eager, getting him to expand the zone.
And here's the 1-1 pitch, and not swinging. Almost checking it there was Black, but that'll be a 2-1 count here for Dooley against Black. And waiting for the right call is Dooley. Doesn't like it so far. Still not liking it. And now he's got his pitch. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And 3-1 count here for Black. Black's getting what he wanted. You said he chased on the first swing there, but otherwise than that, he's been patient, and it's working in his favor.
Yeah, Dooley, the last couple pitches, has tried to work the outer half of the zone, just not able to get the corner or get Black to bite again.
And here's the 3-1 pitch. And swinging, making contact is Black, and this will be a play from third base. And good adjustment there. Oh, they say he was off base. They say Bellamy was off base. Thought he got him there. Apparently not. Great play, though, by Bellamy to keep that ball in front of him. But Black does get on base, and that'll be a base hit for him against Dooley. It was a tough play there for third baseman. He gets the throw over, but for Reed, Bellamy with a good play, but couldn't quite get the out there.
Yeah, it was a good play by Reese. Not a very well hit ball. Good snag by Bellamy over there at first, and the most important thing is keeping the ball in front of you. He did that, just couldn't quite keep that foot attached to the base.
And here's Lowry up to bat, back to the top of the order. And did he get him? No, it's safe. And that was Dooley checking it, and some fans did not like that call there. I don't know if you heard that, but they were not happy about that one. Thought Dooley caught Black cheating there in first base. And here is the pitch. No, not the pitch again. He checks him. Safe again for Black, as Dooley is not afraid to throw it there to first. And now we are expecting the pitch from Dooley. Could be wrong again, though. And swinging on the first pitch there is Lowry. And that one might be another souvenir. I didn't hear so much running on that one. But it's a 0-1 count here for Lowry.
Yeah, and right as you say, you didn't hear much running. I just saw a whole group of fans take off up the stands.
Did not see that, but, doesn't shock me with how we're seeing the reactions here so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Dooley. Oh, no, he checks it back to first. Did he get him there? No, he didn't. Close, tagged him on the head, but Black is able to get back to first base just in time. He is cheating a lot there, and he's not responding, though. He's still seeing a lot of first base.
Yeah, I think with a little bit better throw over, Dooley gets him right there. It was kind of a high throw, and they had Black leaning on that time.
Yeah,
that was probably the closest of the three.
Yeah, definitely. Bellamy with a good adjustment there, and there's a strike from Dooley, but that was a great adjustment there by Bellamy. I mean, somehow he avoided contact with Black, and he still tagged him on the head. I mean, that was acrobatic.
That was a very athletic play by Bellamy. Yeah. Absolutely.
And waiting for the call is Dooley, one that he likes, and here is the 0-2 pitch. No, I am wrong. And there we go. He got him. That'll be an out. Dooley finally gets what he wants. He saw him cheating that whole time. This has been a long at-bat here for Lowry. Hasn't seen many pitches, though. And Black is out on that one. He was consistently cheating, and he never learned. He was still going for it. Seeing if he can maybe steal second base there.
Yeah, Dooley once again caught him leading, and Dooley does have a very good pickoff move, and fourth time was the charm.
Yeah, there it was. This is a pop-up. See if Barker can get it. He's chasing it, and he can't. And he goes down. See if he's okay, and he is. He's getting up, but that was a high pop-out, or pop fly there, and Barker could not quite chase that one down. That was moving a lot. And we still have an 0-2 count here as Lowry is still up to bat. It's felt like it's forever, but we only have one out in this inning as it was a battle between Dooley and Black there on first base, and Dooley came out on top, it felt like. And here is the 0-2 pitch from Dooley against Lowry. And no swing there. Oh, struck him out. He got caught looking Lowry, and great pitch there from Dooley, building his confidence here, looking better and better. Picking off Black and then striking out Lowry with 2 outs here. Top of the third.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pitch by Dooley on 0-2. Just absolutely locked up Lowry.
And here's Churchill, second at bat for him of the day against Dooley. Here's first pitch from Dooley. And that one gets by Barker, no one on base though, so no big deal. And it will be a 1-0 count here for Churchill as, you know, this is the part of the lineup we didn't see swinging too much, so let's see what Churchill does if he changes it up. Not far from Boone at all, as Churchill is from Virginia, so not too far of a drive. And here is the 1-0 pitch for Churchill. And a beautiful pitch there by Dooley, and that is a 1-1 count on a strike.
Yeah, we haven't seen Dooley use the fastball quite as much in this game. Been using a lot of off-speed stuff, especially early in the count, but nice job of just painting the corner there with a heater.
Yeah, and Churchill makes contact there to third, and Reed's got it, and he'll throw to Bellamy, and Bellamy with a beautiful catch again. Bellamy's doing a great job there on first base so far. But beautiful defense from the Bigfoots as they are up to bat here against the Warriors, still with a 0-0 ball score. And Dooley heating up. And Guerrero still out here to pitch in the bottom of the third. As coming up to bat, bottom of the order here, designated hitter, Henderson. Henderson hoping he can find some contact and get something going here for the Bigfoots. Get some runs on the board.
Yeah, been a pitcher's duel so far, just 3 hits between the two teams.
From Guilford College, here's Henderson up to bat against Guerrero. Ooh, pitch looked like it was outside there, but that is a strike for Guerrero. He goes up 0-1 in the count here against Henderson. And the pitch. Making contact is Henderson. This will be a play to shortstop, throw to first, and he's got him. Close one there, though. Henderson had some speed there, but it is a out early on there with 2 pitches for Guerrero and 1 out in the inning so far for the Warriors. That's what you like to see if you're a Warriors fan.
Yeah, good hustle from Henderson, though. Made that play a lot closer than we thought it was going to be. Yeah, he's a guy that really established himself as a fan favorite last season, a Boone native, Watauga High School grad.
Yeah, hometown players got to be supported big time here, and had the speed, but couldn't quite get there. And here is Reese back at the top of the order, and the pitch from Guerrero inside, nearly making contact there with Reese. Looked like it might have hit him, but it didn't as Reese stays up, and we are 1-0 count here. Guerrero, quick pitch again. Here we go. And making contact is Guerrero. That one will be in the outfield there, and it is, oh, drop. That'll be a base hit there for Reese. Tough play there for the Warriors on defense. He was trailing back there, was the second baseman, and just couldn't quite get it. See if he could track the ball there. With the sun possibly setting, could have gotten his eyes. That was a tough one to track. And that is a base hit there for Reese.
Yeah, scored it as an error, but, tough play for Churchill to make. Tracking back, the ball just maybe had a little bit more carry on it than he expected it to. Just he never really got set to find the ball.
Yeah, and here's Logan Lex swinging early on the first pitch there, making contact, and the fans look to see if that one will land by them, but it doesn't. That one is, oh, maybe it is. I don't know. They're all chasing after the ball again. And here's the second pitch from Guerrero to Lex. And making contact, Lex. See if that one drops. No, it does not. That one, Churchill will get, no problem. And still, runner on first, Reese. Taking the error there from Churchill. Why would you not? And up to bat here is Baycott, right fielder from UNC Asheville.
And if you're Churchill, you got to be glad that you got another chance right after the error.
Definitely.
See the ball land in the glove, get your confidence back a little bit. Baseball players got to have a short memory anyway, but it's got to feel good for him to record an out right after he gave one away.
Yeah, baseball's got to be one of the toughest sports to play. People might not be aware of that with just the mental game you get. If you ever get in a rut or something with batting, always got to have, good confidence there and take whatever you can get on a play like that for Churchill.
We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us.
And no pitcher so far as he was checking Reese on first base was Guerrero. Reese will go. See if he'll get there, and it's a dropped play by the catcher, and Reese will take that one all day, as though it looked like no one was on second there. The shortstop got there late, so Reese, I think, would have been safe anyway if it was even caught there by the catcher.
Yeah, and the catcher, Locklear, I think he was focusing on the throw before he really had the ball secure. Lost it on the exchange.
Reese is running again to third. Let's see if he'll get there. He will. He is safe. Beautiful base running here from Reese. This is fantastic. And once again, a little hesitation there between the third baseman and catcher for the Warriors, but just like that, runner on third for the Bigfoots with Baycott still up to bat with a 1-1 count here. Let's see what he can produce. Maybe bring in a run here for first run of the game. And here's the pitch. And that'll be outside with a 2-1 count here. Still Baycott up to bat, and Guerrero lines up for another pitch on the 2-1 count with Reese at third.
So what is a Mountaineer?
Swinging, kind of halfway there, making contact. Maybe at a 2-2 count here for Baycott against Guerrero.
Yeah, a little check swing there by Baycott, and now, with the runner on third, all of a sudden what was looking to be a pretty comfortable inning for Guerrero. He's got a little bit of stress to deal with a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, pretty similar. This ball will drop. Oh, overthrows it. That'll be a run for the Bigfoots. Wow, so far the Bigfoots are having, I would say, just a strange inning here. Warriors cannot be happy with themselves defensively here, as they have a couple errors on their part for some great base running and a first run of the season for the Bigfoots here, as they take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs and a runner on first base. And it was Baycott bringing in Reese for the first run. And up to bat is Bass, shortstop from NC Wesleyan University. Once again, the Trey Turner favorite. And here's the pitch from Guerrero. Checking, but running and safe is Baycott. I think the Bigfoots are going to keep running here, not seeing a great throwing here from Locklear, the catcher for the Warriors.
Yeah, just like the Warriors trying to run on Barker, the Bigfoots now deciding that they can run on Locklear. 3 stolen bases in the inning.
Yeah, we're seeing pretty similar to, I believe it was the first inning for the Bigfoots. They're struggling defensively. And the throw, kind of an odd play there. No one was totally on second, but second baseman gets over for the Warriors. And now here is the second pitch, or what we assume will be the second pitch here for Guerrero. Going up against Bass here. And here's the pitch. Bass makes contact, but that one will be a foul ball. And fans, once again, they're opening a gate. I don't even know how they're doing this, but they are going for the ball. That is crazy. And here is the pitch from Guerrero, taking no time here against Bass. Checks the runner at second, takes another look. And making contact is Bass down the middle, but it'll be a play for the shortstop here to first base. Should be an easy out. And it is. And the Warriors survive not really even surviving. It was a tough inning for them, but they do make it out, only giving up 1 run. And it was Reese scoring to give the Bigfoots the 1-0 lead here, first lead of the season for the Bigfoots versus the Warriors.
My name is Melissa Weddle, and I'm Department Chair of Recreation Management and Physical Education at Appalachian State University. We offer 2 degree-granting programs, one in Recreation Management with a focus in Outdoor Experiential Education, Recreation and Park Management, and Commercial Recreation and Tourism. Our second degree-granting program in Health, Physical Education, and Coaching offers teacher certification for public schools in health and physical education. You can get a minor or certificate in coaching. We are the front porch to the Beaver College of Health Science, where our focus is on quality of life, wellness, and physical activity. We're located in the beautiful mountains of Boone, North Carolina, so come join us, check out our website, or take a class.
And we are back here in Boone, North Carolina for this matchup as the Bigfoots took a 1-0 lead here. So far, a great game for the Bigfoots. I mean, and a little bit of a, I guess you could say, defensive little fall apart there for the Warriors in that past inning.
Yeah, Bigfoot's got a run on the board without a base hit. 2 errors, 2 stolen bases. I mean, you'll take them anywhere you can get them, but, if you're the Warriors, not real pleased with that.
And Ryan Smoot, head coach for the Bigfoots, played for the VMI Cadets, catcher, first base, 200 batting average, 48 runs, 27 RBIs, and a 428 on-base percentage, and a 995 field percentage. So quite the player himself, and a good coach here for the Bigfoots as well. Reigning champions, and so far up here against the Warriors with a 1-0 lead here, going into the top of the 4th. And here's Dooley on the pitch. And Everett waits. And that'll be a strike for Dooley against Everett, and it'll be a 0-1 count.
And a lot of early count breaking balls from Matt Dooley, kind of working backwards from what most pitchers do. Most pitchers establish their fastball, then go to the breaking stuff. Dooley's going to the breaking stuff early on in the count, and then, trying to slow guys' swings down and then beat them with the heat.
And Corey Everett, as you just saw, North Carolina native here, back in his home state. And here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Might have made some contact there, but it'll be at a 1-2 count for Dooley.
Yeah, Everett just got a piece of that one. I think Dooley might have had him a little bit out in front there.
And Dooley waits for the call here. A much slower pace here when Dooley's pitching compared to Guerrero here, but here's the pitch and a 1-2 count for Dooley. A little sidearm action, but contact is made there for Everett, but it'll be a routine play there for the Bigfoots on defense. And that'll be the first out of the inning there, and so far not too much trouble for Dooley and the Bigfoots here, but seeing the sidearm throw continue for Dooley.
Yeah, that was a pretty good pitch from Dooley. Everett didn't make bad contact on that, but again, Dooley had him out in front, so he couldn't quite barrel it up the way he really wanted to. Now it looks like we might be getting a pitching change here. Coach Smoot coming to the mound.
And Dooley's day might be over, but Dooley having a great game. But, first game of the season, I mean, no point in running it out for too long as the Bigfoots are up here 1-0. But, yeah, I think this might be the end of Dooley's night. Great pitching night, though, so far for Dooley as he has put away a lot of batters. He's had a good inning. No runs on the board for the Warriors, so Dooley's definitely had the better of his night. And see who comes out for. And a little dance there from Dooley walking off the mound, but he's being actually hoisted up, and he's not even walking. Trying, but he's not even walking. But about 3.1 innings there for Dooley. There you see, Dooley is having a great time as Matthew Dooley. No runs on the board for him or for the Warriors because his beautiful pitching, and he's having a good time and celebrating with his teammates for his end of the night. But great night so far from him.
Yeah, 3 1/3, 4 strikeouts. Good outing for Dooley. You're not in the league play yet, so you don't want to burn your arms too much.
Yeah, no point in it quite yet, so just, warm up a little bit, get some game time on your belt. No need to do too much pressure. And it's Cole Alsup, senior from Trevecca Nazarene University. And left-handed pitcher here, number 20 for the Bigfoots. See what he can bring for the Bigfoots. Cole Assett. Also, will be stepping into just a bit of an interesting situation here. Dooley pitching really well, but it'll be interesting to see with the Warriors because I feel like the Warriors were starting to adjust there to what Dooley was pitching. They weren't finding too much success, but they were definitely adjusting to that. So pitching change here, that'll be an interesting way for them to approach it.
Yeah, also, he plays his college baseball at Trevecca Nazarene University. It's his first year with the Bigfoots, not on the squad last year, and then through his college career, he's thrown 39 2/3 innings, 14 strikeouts, so not much of a strikeout guy, pitches more to contact. 3-2 record, 5.45 ERA. And as I said, in a league game, Matt Dooley probably goes deeper into this ball game, but
Yeah, definitely.
this game counts for the Bigfoots record, but their end goal is to win another Textile League championship, and that in this game doesn't really count for or against that. So, it's good for Dooley to run out there, get a couple innings under his belt, get used to pitching in Boone again, and make sure he's fresh for when they get into league play. So, it'll be interesting to see. Does Coach Smoot go with someone that can give him a little bit of length out of the bullpen, or does this kind of become a bullpen game where you've got a different guy every inning going forward now?
And the first pitch from Alsop, contact made there for the Warriors, but this should be an out, and good catch by Bellamy there. And that is the second out of the top of the fourth inning here for the Warriors. Up to bat, and now up to bat for the Warriors is Mize, left fielder. As Locklear there didn't find too much success against Alsop, but this is kind of a tester for Alsop, First game, but, coming in, given kind of a relaxed feel here from the Bigfoots. Not relaxed, but kind of just testing out the game, seeing how it goes. But Jordan Mize here from West Virginia, North Carolina, or West Virginia. I don't know what I was saying there. Here's the pitch from Alsop. And Mize looks like he got hit there after he made contact, I believe. And he's walking that one off, just shaking up a little bit.
I think that might have just been a breaking ball that he swung at, and it came down and got his back foot. Just one of those ankle-breaking curveballs or sliders. Great pitch from Alsop, and Mize has the only hit of the ball game for the Warriors. Had a leadoff single back in the second inning. Nothing from the Warriors' offense since then, though.
Yeah, hopefully Mize isn't hurt too bad or anything there, because might not have too much padding there, so that could be a rough one to take for Mize from Alsop after making contact there. But 1-1 count here, and here is the pitch from Alsop. And checking there, did he swing? No, he did not, as Mize will live for another swing here, as we have a 1-2 count for Alsop against Mize.
Yeah, Alsop's breaking ball looks to have a lot of life so far.
And here's the pitch from Alsop against Mize. No swing there, and that'll be a ball, so we get a 3-2 count here, full count for Mize. Alsop, big test here, going right in the game, getting a full count here against the one hitter. And oh, they call it a walk. Could have been a strike there, but it was not for Alsop. And Mize will get on base again here for the Warriors, trying to get some life into his team here. And you look at the scoreboard though, only being down 1-0. I mean, this can't be bad though if you're the Warriors right now.
Yeah, the Warriors have gotten good pitching from Guerrero so far in this game, and Mize has given them a couple of good ABs. Now, that was another good plate appearance. Battled back from being behind in the count, took a couple of close pitches. Good command of the strike zone from a batter's perspective right there for Mize.
Here's Groman swinging on the first pitch, and that was outside, but it's a swing and a miss for Groman, and that'll be an 0-1 count. Groman from the Netherlands, as we mentioned before, and this is second at bat for the game here. We're going down the order once again for the Warriors. But here's the pitch from Alsop. And he's checking on first base, and Bellamy makes the good stop here with Mize running on first base.
Yeah, and Groman hit the ball very well the other way. His first time up, Bellamy made the diving stop at first to get him out, robbing him of a base hit.
And here's the pitch from Alsop, and a swing, making contact there, holding the bat still. Still holding the bat there was Groman. He never let go of it because I think he knew that one was going to be out. And the Bigfoots survived the inning with the pitching change here, but they are up to bat. See what else we get from Alsop here as the Bigfoots are up to bat here against Guerrero and the Warriors.
We are so glad to have you as a student at App State. When you come to college, whether you're coming from across the state or down the street, you bring with you distinct experiences, perspectives, and identities. It's up to us as your campus leaders to help foster safe and inclusive learning communities. Appalachian Advocates is a cohort of faculty and staff who have made a commitment to listen, learn, support, and advocate for members of our community from underrepresented identities. So whether you need help figuring out how to navigate a challenging situation in one of your classes, or you want a more formal mentorship, our Appalachian Advocates are here to guide and support you.
Welcome back to Boone, North Carolina. Here's the Bigfoots are up to bat, but looking at some Bigfoot social media, you can find them on Instagram at Bigfoots Baseball, Twitter at BBigfoots, Facebook Boone Bigfoots, and TikTok Boone Bigfoots. Definitely check them out on TikTok though. They're growing and TikTok's fun. You know, you see some creative content out there. You're probably going to see some content from this game. We already saw it in some of these breaks, Matt.
Yeah.
Some killer dancing, actually.
Bigfoots don't quite go full Savannah Bananas, but they definitely kind of lean into that type of content a little bit. It's a lot of fun to watch. You know, they certainly know how to put on a show here.
Yeah, they definitely do. And watching some of those dance moves they had, surprisingly, these players have some killer dance moves, actually. Yeah. I'm not going to lie, they do. I saw a backflip earlier in the pregame, I believe it was. It was wild. Was not expecting that. Totally threw me off guard. But up to bat here is Monday for the Bigfoots from Transylvania University. And Monday, one of the returning players. See what he's got against Guerrero. Still in the game after a pitching change from the Bigfoots, but Warriors stick with their guy. And that one is low, and that will be a ball for Guerrero. And a one-out count here. And as I talked about before, the celebrity impression, Yogi the Bear for Monday.
Yeah, I think we might need to get him up here in the booth at some point this season and see if we can hear that.
Yeah, definitely would love to hear the Yogi the Bear impression. That's pretty crazy. That would be hilarious to hear one time. But you know, maybe you'll hear it on TikTok. Actually, honestly, very high chance of that.
Yeah, we'll have to find the social media team and tell them that's what the people want. We want to hear Walter Monday's Yogi the Bear impression.
Yeah, not the baseball, the Yogi the Bear impression. And the count here right now for Monday is a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from Guerrero, making contact. It will stay a 1-2 count here as Guerrero's finding his groove here, but, you know, we're getting here in the fourth inning. First game of the season, you know, for the Bigfoots and Warriors, one of their first earlier games. How much longer will we see Guerrero? And we get a 2-2 count here as that ball was outside.
That's a good take from Monday. Guerrero trying to get him to expand the zone a little bit or get a call right off the corner, but good discipline by Monday.
And here's the pitch. And swinging, making contact is Monday. This will be a play. Oh, another error for the Warriors there on shortstop. That is a tough one. And Monday gets on base. Take what you can get, as I've said before, but that is a tough one to swallow for the Warriors as shortstop Lowry could not quite bring in that ball there. Tough play.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough play. Walter Monday's got some wheels, but, you know, Lowry will say he should have picked that cleanly and made the play, but, you know, with the turf dirt that you have here in Boone, it generates some tricky hops, and I think that's kind of what happened to Lowry there is it took a much higher hop than he expected.
Yeah, playing on turf compared to natural grass and dirt is definitely it's definitely a change. It's very, very unconventional. If you ever played on turf, you definitely know the difference. You can feel the difference, but tough one there for Lowry is the Warriors have struggled a little bit defensively here, but Guerrero's keeping this game with some fantastic pitching so far as Reed is up to bat. And swinging, making contact. Fantastic play there from third base for the Warriors. What a play by Zarola. What a grab. As I say, you know, the defense is struggling a little bit. They make a play like that.
Yeah, I think that kind of cancels out Walter Monday getting on base now.
Definitely does.
Nice play by the third baseman. Zarola's taking away a hit from Reed. I mean, that was another very loud out.
Yeah, that was a fantastic grab as Ryan Bellamy is back to bat. He's had great defensive plays so far at first base. Swinging and making contact, and that one will get down into the gap between left field and center field. And look at this running by Monday. He's going to go home. He will get there, and this will be another run. This might be a triple. Will he get down? He is out. Tough out, but it's a run batted in there, and Monday will make it a 2-0 lead for the Bigfoots. Some fantastic running there. And Bellamy ripped one, and he went for three. Couldn't quite get there as he was thrown out at third, but it is a run for Monday, as you said he had some wheels, and he was flying from second to third and home. I mean, that was some fantastic running there.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got into the gap and started going towards the wall, I knew Walter Monday was coming around to score. I mean, probably one of, if not the fastest guy on this team. But, hey, good defense by the Warriors, getting that thing back in pretty quickly to get Bellamy at third.
Yeah, and here is Barker? Yes, Barker, actually. Going for a bunt there. I was not expecting that. And for North Carolina Wesleyan University, Barker currently with the 0-1 count here. As they got a run in the inning here, the Bigfoots looking to see what else they can get here with Barker to bat. And that one will get by shortstop. That'll get past Lowry, and that'll be a first base hit for Barker there. As Bigfoots with 2 outs get a man on first. And up to bat is Henderson, designated hitter from Guilford College, to see what he can bring, and maybe he could rack in Barker here. That would be fantastic, as it looks like the Bigfoots are starting to build a little momentum here offensively.
Yeah, some loud contact from the Bigfoots in this inning, even if it hasn't quite worked out as well as it could have. And as I said, Henderson, local player, local native, fan favorite, especially last season.
And he takes the first pitch, and that'll be a ball. And Guerrero stares at first base there for a second, and he does throw, and it will be safe, though, still there for Barker. Almost threw him off there. Kind of threw me off there, Guerrero, on that.
Yeah, that was a nice little move. You know, lefties have to be creative with their pickoff move, but that was a nice little snap throw over.
Yeah, swing and a miss there. That'd be a 1-1 count, but yeah, Guerrero, that was a fantastic play. And as you see, Hayes Henderson, his favorite dance move is the head bob.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it. We might need the social media team to show us his head bob, too.
Yeah, all these dance moves and karaoke songs, I got to hear him. As a stolen base there for Barker, no one watching second. That's the second time we've seen that. And can't throw it to anyone there as the catcher for the Warriors, and that is another stolen base for the Bigfoots.
Yeah, 4th stolen base of the game. That one's not really on Locklear. You know, the first couple you could say the Bigfoots were trying to run on him, but just nobody covering second there, and takes away the force play with 2 outs.
Yeah, it looked like Locklear got that ball clean, but he just, a throw. Safe there, though, for Barker. But, yeah, it looks like, though, Locklear got that one cleanly, and he was ready. I think he might have been out there if someone was marking second, but Barker gets away with one of the Bigfoots get a runner on second.
Yeah, and a good smart play there by Barker to realize no one was covering the bag, and he had a free 90 feet.
Yeah, we've seen some creative and unique base running here so far in this game, and it's continuing here in this inning, and as that is a strike, and that is the end of the inning, or the top of this inning, actually bottom, sorry, for the Bigfoots, but they get a run in, and they will take that off a triple, but throwing out there on third. And it is a 2-0 lead here as the Bigfoots lead the Warriors in Boone, North Carolina.
Let's go!
To a place where you can grow.
A place to be heard.
And take a closer look.
A place where you can crush it.
And push yourself.
A place to find your voice.
This place rocks. And rolls.
A place where you can get out.
Wow!
A place you'll never forget.
So where is this place?
Let me show you.
And here on App TV, we actually have our own sports show, The A Game. It's App State students on App State athletics and other sports in the world. Weekly, every fall and spring on App TV and watchapptv.com. And it's a great show. You know, I am personally attached to it. I am not going to lie, so maybe a little bit of biasness there. But do talk about some great topics. App State baseball recently with this spring. And football is always a big one coming up in the fall. And soon we'll see an opener there against UNC. Big game here in Boone for that one. And now we still see also on the mound there for the Bigfoots. And he's just warming up here. And the Bigfoots are up 2-0 here in the top of the 5th. See if they can carry some momentum that they got there in this past inning.
Yeah, Bigfoots have second time through the order, have done a lot better job handling Guerrero out there on the mound. Made some very loud contact, and they would probably say they should have had more than 2 runs. You know, if Bellamy holds up at second instead of going for third, he probably scores on that base hit from Barker. So, you know, the Bigfoots, they're up 2-0. They're playing well, but still some missed opportunities for them.
Yeah, and back at the top of the order here, here's Lowry up to bat, and first pitch not swinging, and that'll be a ball. Actually, excuse me, that is not Lowry, that is Zarola up to bat, and Zarola not swinging there outside, but he will get the call, and that'll be a strike, and we'll have a 1-1 count as going to the University of Texas, RGV here, Zarola, seeing if he can spark something here for the Warriors against Alsop. Swinging, making contact, but Alsop can't quite get to that ball. Let's see, barehands it, shortstop. Ow, what a play from shortstop. Fantastic play there from Bass. That was beautiful defense there for the Bigfoots, and great play by Bellamy again, catching that ball.
Yeah, that is a phenomenal play over there at, I think that was the second baseman.
Oh, was it?
I think that might have been Reese, or actually not sure if it was Reese or Bass. They got to it, but either way, fantastic play. That looked like an infield hit all the way.
Yeah, making a bare hand play there, not using the glove, and getting a clean throw there as well. And here is Whitaker back in North Carolina, NCNT. He's been here in Boone, as we know. And let's see what Whitaker has against Alsop. Making contact there, swinging early. And we'll see, will he throw it to Alsop? He will, and that'll be another out. So far, 2 outs quick up on the board for the Bigfoots, with the designated hitter Black up against Alsop here.
Yeah, and I said also not a big strikeout guy. Strikes out less than half a guy per inning at the collegiate level, and we've seen that with these last 2 batters. Pounding the strike zone, pitching to contact, letting his defense make a couple plays for him.
Yeah, he's definitely producing more contact here, but it's working. Bigfoot's defense looks good, and Alsop looks comfortable as well on the pitcher mound. And here's Black. He was causing some troubles here earlier when he got on first base, and it was him and Dooley in like a mind battle there on first base, trying to throw him out. But Dooley won that one as he rips one here in the left field. Going back for it is the Bigfoots. Did he make a catch? He did. What a catch there in left field. That was incredible by Lex, I believe.
Logan Lex, take a bow. My goodness, what a play. That ball looked like it was over his head and at the wall, but what a play.
And that is the end of the top of the 5th. Logan Lex giving us some highlight reel stuff. Check your top 10 tomorrow. Welcome back to Boone, North Carolina, where we just saw, in my opinion, Sports Center top 10 play there from Lex. I'm not going to lie. No biasness there, I swear. But a fantastic play from Lex, and we have a pitching change here for, not the Marlins, the Warriors. Ignore the jerseys there. But for the Warriors, they get a pitching change here for number 17 coming in. Marshall McLemore coming in for the Warriors. Let's see what McLemore has against the Bigfoots, who are starting to find some momentum here. You know, they've definitely found their stride a little bit in these more recent at-bats, but maybe McLemore's the answer they need, but still, Guerrero was pitching pretty well there, I thought. But I think the Bigfoots finally just started to find some momentum.
Yeah, that second time the order, the Bigfoots hit him a lot harder, so probably would have been a very difficult to navigate third time through the order for Guerrero. So we'll see what Marshall McLemore's got for him.
Yeah, interesting to see. As I mentioned earlier with the pitching change from Dooley to Alsop, then we go Guerrero to McLemore. So let's see what he's got, you know. It'd be interesting to adjust, but I thought Guerrero, you know, played a pretty simple pitcher game, but it was working. So let's see if Guerrero goes any more unconventional ways or different pitches, but we'll see. As the Bigfoots are up in this game, 2-0 so far in the bottom of the fifth. Here we go, but still, I want to talk about that Lex grab. I mean, that was crazy. I didn't know what to say because I didn't think he caught it.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a really tough play to make. First of all, because the ball was crushed, but second of all, is you know, you can kind of see on the field the shadows are starting to set in. Left field is like half in the sun, half in the shadows, so really difficult to track the ball back there. You know, it looked like maybe he lost in the sun. It kind of got him twisted around, but just made a last-second adjustment and just a wild grab for the ball and came down with it.
Yeah, that was incredible. As Tylen Reese is back up to bat here, takes the first pitch, and that'll be a ball from McLemore. And here's second pitch against Reese. And that one doesn't get the strike call again. That one a little bit inside there, and Reese is up 2-0 in this count so far against McLemore in his first at batter faced. And another pitch goes inside again. That is a 3-0 count for Reese. Is Reese getting the green light here? Let's see. Here is the 3-0 pitch for the Warriors. Oh, high ball. And Reese has to duck. And 4 pitches, 4 balls, and just like that, Reese is on base. Man on first. And up to bat is the man we were just talking about, Lex. Let's see what he's got after making an incredible grab. Let's see if he can translate some of that wild plays to offense here with the man on first and Reese.
And the last time Reese was on base, stole second and third. Not the guy you want to have on base to lead off the inning if you're the Warriors.
Yeah, definitely not. It's going to put a lot of pressure on McLemore with 4 pitches and 4 balls so far. Not what you like to see. And another ball. That one will get by. And Reese will easily steal second, and he will stop there as he looks to go to third, but he will not, as that one is grabbed by the catcher, Locklear. And so far, McLemore looking a little shaken up in there, maybe a little bit, but I think he's finding his groove here.
Yeah, no control whatsoever. That one will most likely go down as a wild pitch. I mean, Locklear barely got his glove on it, but didn't have much of a chance.
And he checks. Reese throws. High pitch again. Lex has to duck. Yeah, these pitches are getting all over the place and struggling here so far.
Yeah, he's almost pitching like he didn't really get warmed up properly. I mean, he's not even missing in the same places. He's missing all over the place. Just no command whatsoever right now.
Yeah, and oh my gosh. And Lex, I think, swung at that one. I don't know. Did he get hit? I don't really know what just happened.
Well, they made some sort of call because they awarded Reese third base. Oh, it was a balk. So that would probably explain why Lex swung. It was a balk, so he said, let me have a hack at it. But
yeah, never know. I mean, he's hot after that catch, Never know. You might make contact there, but runner on third. McLemore is struggling here on the mound. And he still can't get a strike here as we have 3 balls and 0 strikes. So far, what is this? 7 pitches? 7 balls, I believe, so far for McLemore?
And really 8 pitches, 8 balls.
Yeah.
If you count the one on the balk.
Oh, yeah, this is tough for the Warriors so far after the pitcher change. Guerrero, who looked fantastic.
And there is action down in the Warriors bullpen, so we'll see exactly how long they stick with McLemore. But
yeah, we might see, like you said, Bub, for the Bigfoots, we might see a couple inning changes here for the Warriors. That pitch that's contact made, and that one will get down, and Reese will score after Lex bats him in. And McLemore is not having the outing he thought he would coming into this game as the Bigfoots go up 3-0 in this ball game here. Fantastic base running as they're celebrating. You see the
On your feet.
You see them cheering down there near the dugout, but
They're showing you the motion. Let's pump it up.
great for the Bigfoots here as they are pumping it up. And McLemore is talking to his catcher and his coach here. And Bigfoot should celebrate. I mean, they play solid offense there, and they got a man on first, batting someone in. First, steal second, balk to third, and then.
Yeah, and I like Lex having the green light at 3-0. You would think the guy hasn't thrown a strike yet, so make him throw you one. But also at the same time, if he grooves one, do what barrel it up and drive it in. That's exactly what Logan Lex did.
Yeah, and it looks like McLemore's going to stay in the game. See if he can get him out of this inning here. 0 outs. And now up to bat is Baycott here with Lex on base as we see the beautiful mascot walk by for the Bigfoots. And back on. We see the karaoke song. Let's see what he can do in this at-bat. Takes an inside pitch, and that'll be another ball. We have seen only balls so far from McLemore, not having the best inning so far for him.
Yeah, that one at least was a little bit closer. Nearly got Baycott to bite. It seems the command's setting in a little bit now.
There you go. And he gets his first strike of the game and definitely settling in there. Maybe a little bit of nerves and jitters, but he seems more comfortable here with the man on first. And here's the 1-1 pitch from McLemore, gun against Baycott. And we have a runner here. Will he get down? That is a high throw. Fantastic. Oh,
Lex hurt himself sliding.
Yeah, Lex looks hurt. This does not look good, folks. Lex is down. This is not good. And we will see if he's okay. He looks like he's pointing at his ankle. Very, very unfortunate play here.
The way he reacted, I think he caught his ankle going into the bag.
Yeah, I think he did. That is terrible news right here.
Because he had that bag stolen, came off the base with a slide, and
we'll see. Yeah, it definitely looks like his ankle. As we have Coach Smoot out there and a athletic trainer, it looks like, and it looks like he might maybe cramped up or something. I don't know.
Looks like that right ankle is what they're working on.
Yeah, it looks like it. As players are taking a knee here, some on as we see for the Warriors, and we wait to see what happened with Lex. They made a fantastic grab in the outfield and batted in a run here in this bottom of the fifth, and he's still down right by second base. And it looks like he's getting stretched out. Hopefully it's nothing too serious here, but we are not sure here.
Yeah, it's definitely something with that lower right leg, and Lex still down on the ground. Looks like he's in a lot of pain. That is, kind of a freak injury, but
yeah, that's you hear that sometimes. When you slide, you could get unfortunate, but also sometimes with these turf fields, sometimes it could. It's a little weird. It's very different if you play in
your foot can get caught on that turf. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that could possibly be what it is. But Lex is up. Looks in a little bit of pain. A little bit of a gingerly walk, but he is walking off, and we hear some claps from the fans. Hopefully Lex stays healthy here, and we'll see him back out in a couple games. Don't know if we'll expect to see him for the rest of the night here.
Yeah, but always good to see a guy walking off the field under his own power.
Of course, yeah.
Able to put at least a little bit of weight on that ankle. So good to see. We all, certainly hope that Logan Lex is okay. He's having a very nice game.
Yeah, I think it looks like Lex is doing better here. Might not expect to see him for the rest of the game, but hopefully he gets healthy and that ankle is not too bad. Might have got it clipped on the base there or something, or possibly at the turf, but we'll see. But still, we're playing a ball game here as McLemore is still pitching here with Baycott still batting, and the count is 2 balls and 1 strike after that attempt of a stolen base. Inside pitch there on Baycott, and that will be another ball with 1 out for the Warriors here. 3-1 count. And the pitch. Oh, wow. Throws it behind Baycott. Justin, you say he finds his control. We see 2 pretty wild pitches there from McLemore.
Yeah, had a 2 or 3 pitch stretch where it looked like he was finally starting to rein it in a little bit, but then just absolutely, the stoppage in play for Lex's injury, almost like it broke his rhythm. And
yeah, probably building some momentum there, and then, I might just get a little nervous again, but throws behind Baycott. That was a tough one there to deal with for McLemore. And up next now is Bass, and here's the pitch. And that's a low ball, and that'll be a 1-0 count for Bass. Once again, I'm not trying to bring it up to hurt your feelings, Matt, but favorite baseball player, Trey Turner from North Carolina State University.
Hey, he's a world champion.
He is. Can't deny it.
He is a world champion with the Washington Nationals.
Yeah, and stealing second here is Baycott. No problem. No throw at all. So, runner on second. Yeah, I really can't talk at all as a Phillies fan. I mean, not a big Nationals fan here, but yeah, we're not good at all. So I can't speak against the Nationals in that World Series win. And here's the pitch. That'll be outside. That is a 3-0 count for McLemore. He just cannot find the placement on the ball here. As this is a tough inning for him so far with 1 out. And 1 out that was, I mean, yeah, you saw the play. Not going well for McLemore. As he checks the runner on second. Here's the pitch. And he misses. Looking like just a fastball. And he just can't get it over the plate. And he throws it outside, low and outside. We have 2 runners on base here.
And now 17 pitches, just 2 strikes.
That is very tough for McLemore. As it looks like the second baseman is here, going to talk to him. As we wait, but up to bat now is Monday. Monday, we see he can hit some. He can hit some homers. Got 2 runners on base. See if McLemore just tries to get over the plate here. Maybe get one from Monday to make some good contact on. But interesting here to see what McLemore throws at Monday. And you just mentioned only 2 strikes so far. And what was it, 17 pitches?
17 pitches, 15 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that is not what you like to see if you are a Warriors fan tonight. And here is the first pitch against Monday for McLemore. Waits for the call. He's going to check the runner at second. And then runners go at third. He's safe. That ball is going to get by. This could be 2 runs here for the Bigfoots. As that's 1 run in, and another. Make this a 5-0 ball game as Baycott and Bass both get in. Bass was flying around third base there, coming all the way from first, and it was no problem as the Bigfoots continue to celebrate here, and they are blowing this game open. At first couple innings, thought this might be a low-scoring game, but it is not, and Monday is still up to bat. But we have a 5-0 lead. This is great for the Bigfoots so far. And the pitch there, that is a strike for McLemore. That is definitely what he wants to see after one getting away from him, and then also for the catcher there. And that one, not what you like to see. But that ball is driven deep right field. It looks like it's going to be caught there, and it will. Monday said he might get under it there, and he does, but he can't quite get it out. And that will be 2 outs there, but McLemore still stuck in this inning as up to bat is Reed, the third baseman from UVA Wise University. So let's see what McLemore has against Reed here, but still struggling mightily here against the Bigfoots.
Yeah, and a tough break there for the Warriors. You know, I scored it as 2 stolen bases and then an error on the catcher. You know, the throw just got away from Locklear.
Yeah, not much. I mean, not much the fielders could do on that one for the defense. Third baseman, just looking at all the infielders here for the Warriors. Haven't seen too much action here in this long inning. And that ball is inside. Don't think it made contact there with Reed. And that is a 2-0 count for McLemore. With 2 outs. Looks like a little timeout here for Reed. Stepping back into the batter's box. And here comes the 2-0 pitch from McLemore. Inside again. He just cannot find the placement, and it feels like, I don't know. This is very tough for McLemore so far.
That last AB, it looked like he was starting to get into the zone a little bit with Monday. Threw him a couple of good pitches, but right back to 3-0. You know, Monday's the only batter he's faced that hasn't gone to a 3-ball count.
Yeah.
And another just non-competitive pitch right there.
Yeah, 4 pitches and 4 balls, and Reed gets on base. Not much to do for Reed in that one. And McLemore just can't find it here. It's very unfortunate for him, but not unfortunate for the Bigfoots right here, as they got 3 runs in this inning. In the past 3 innings, that's where they got all 5 of their runs.
Yeah, and he's up to 24 pitches and just 4 strikes now. You know, you hate to harp on it, but it's pretty quickly becoming the story of this ball game. Just, you know, the bullpen really starting to let the Warriors down.
Yeah, definitely is here. This is unfortunate for the Warriors because Guerrero was putting together a pretty solid game so far from what we were seeing. Dooley and Guerrero starting out this game, both pitching very well, and then we saw the change for the Bigfoots first. No problem there, and Warriors follow suit, and it has not gone to plan. Here's the pitch. Making contact. That will get over first base. And look at this. He is running the bases here. Reed as Bellamy is going to stop at first, and Reed is going to go all the way to third. Runners at the corners here for the Bigfoots with 2 outs, and they are not afraid to swing the bat here against McLeamer. 2 outs. And that was an unfortunate one there for the first baseman. Takes a big hop and gets right over him on the jump. And
yeah, that's, can't really blame that one on the first baseman, Whitaker. That was...
And here is Barker up to bat. Catcher from North Carolina Wesleyan University. And McLeamore, let's see if he can settle in this game a little bit. And here is the pitch. And that one seemed like he's getting a little more control there, but still outside, high and outside actually a little bit. Jaden Barker, favorite baseball player, JT Realmuto. Shout out to the Philadelphia Phillies. And here's the pitch. Outside again. He just cannot find home plate right now. He cannot find that box.
Yeah, he's had a handful of pitches that even though they've missed, they've at least been competitive. And, you're not necessarily pitching poorly when you're just missing. But
yeah,
a lot of these pitches, he's not even tempting the Bigfoots to swing. That one right there, that was a pretty competitive pitch. But, a lot of these have just not been close.
Yeah, and if you're the Bigfoots right now, seeing the way McLeamore's pitching, there's no point in really, swinging out a lot of these. Just let it see if he settles in, then you can take your swings. But they don't really have to. As there he goes, he finds some momentum and gets the strike call. As it looked like Barker was prepared to walk to first there. I think he thought that one was getting away.
Yeah, that was a good pitch right on the corner by McLemore, trying to get it back to that corner. Finally was able to find it right there. That was a good pitch, good bounce back pitch.
And that will be high and a little bit of inside. And another competitive pitch there, but bases loaded with Henderson, the hometown hero, up to bat. Let's see what he can do here with the bases loaded for the Bigfoots against McLeamore. And this has not been the Warriors inning as we see McLeamore not.
I think this is going to be a pitching change. There's action in the bullpen.
Yeah, it looks like we're seeing it. Bases loaded. I think you got to make the call here. I'm surprised we didn't see it a little earlier. This inning has been going on for a while here as we approach the 8 o'clock mark here. And I think this might be it for McLeamore's night, possibly. Or maybe we'll see if they're going to let him finish the inning. No, we are not. That is the end of McLeamore's night. And that is unfortunate for the Warriors. And here comes more relief from the bullpen. 51 for the Warriors. Matt, I really quick to ask, not to harp on it like you said, but what were the numbers there at the pitches and strikes?
So the final numbers for McLemore, 31 pitches, 7 strikes. So his final line, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 3 runs, 5 walks.
Yeah, I don't think we have to say anymore. I think that speaks for itself a little bit. But yeah, that is very unfortunate there for the Warriors. Yeah, they just can't find it. I don't know, but let's see the pitching change can rock some momentum. But also, this is nerve-wracking. You have to make the pitching change with the bases loaded because, it's already 5-0. You want to keep this game under some control, but it's going to be tough here. You got Henderson, hometown hero, up to bat. Let's see what he can do. But I see the pitcher warm up here. A lot of pressure here. You see McLeamore struggling in that inning, not being able to find it. As that one was a little outside, but warming up here. You know what's funny, too, actually, now you think about it. McLeamore, when he was warming up, I was noticing it. He could not find, he was finding the zone there warming up. And then when it came to the batter stepping up, something just switched, it felt like.
Yeah, it almost, you don't want to speculate on what's going on in a guy's head, but the way he was pitching, it kind of looked like he had the yips.
Yeah, possibly. That's very possible.
Like we said, every couple of batters, he would string together a good at bat. He would throw some good pitches, but he just couldn't string together consecutive good at bats, consecutive good approaches. It's really difficult when you bring a guy in from the bullpen and he can't throw strikes. And it's Guerrero did a nice job of keeping the Warriors in this game, and now all of a sudden, 3 runs have been put up in this inning. The Bigfoots have batted around this inning. Henderson's the 9th guy to come to the plate, and and if he gets on base here, this is going to turn into a really crooked number for the Bigfoots really quickly.
Yeah, and you look at it too. I mean, if Lexington had the unfortunate ankle injury there, should be 1 out. I mean, it's this.
Yeah, really only 1 out
Exactly.
was one that was pitched to.
Yeah, so far not going the Warriors' way in this inning, and that first pitch is a ball. And let's see if they can find some rhythm here with the new relief pitcher. And here is the pitch to Henderson. And that one is also high, and that will be another ball, 2-0 count here. Definitely just want to, calm down. Just throw 1 strike is all you need here for the Warriors, just to find some rhythm, because you do not want this game to get away from you.
Yeah, and this is Christian Fisher into the ballgame for the Warriors, and with the bases loaded, there's nowhere to put Henderson, so you've got to pound the strike zone. You've got to force him to try and put the ball in play.
And Fisher here with the pitch to Henderson. Hayes Henderson, still want to see that head bob dance move maybe sometime. But right now he's focused at this at-bat. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he gets drilled in the back right there. That is an unfortunate one, but that will bring in a run for the Bigfoots. And Henderson gets rocked, but Reed will run in, and the bases stay loaded as Fisher hits Henderson, the hometown hero. But Henderson gets on base, and that's what you need for the Bigfoots. As we are now at a 6-0 lead, pump it up for the Bigfoots. This has been a beautiful inning so far for them.
Yeah, and they're starting to make me run out of room in my scorebook. Yeah, these guys, they've batted around. We're back to Reese, and I've already got a full square for him in the 5th inning.
Well, let's see what Reese can do here. Second at bat in the inning, I believe. And that one is a strike. Looks like he just picked the corner there on that pitch. That's what you need if you're Fisher. You just need to find the groove a little bit. You want to see that signal from the ump to get the strike. That's all you need. And here is the 0-1 pitch with 2 outs and bases loaded. And he doesn't get the call there. That'll be a ball. We'll get a 1-1 count. And bases loaded still for the Bigfoots. And favorite player, Derek Jeter for Tylen Reese. One of the legends of the game. And he tormented the Phillies, my Phillies, for a couple of years. But Tylen Reese makes contact. Is that one going to drop? It will. He will bring in. Oh, it gets by center field. He might clear the bases here. It looks like he will. Going home is Henderson, and he will. He clears the bases. A double clearing hit from Reese, and that is running up the inning. It will be a 9-0 ball game now for the Bigfoots, and they are celebrating, pumping it up for them. What an inning. You start with McLean, you go to Fisher. Fisher hits a batter, loads, keeps the bases loaded, brings in a run. And then a beautiful hit by Reese, getting it right in between the gap between left field and center field. Gets past the center field there. And yeah, that's the story. As we have a 7-run inning here. Didn't feel like it was going to happen.
We knew this Bigfoot's offense was explosive, as now we've got a pinch. We've batted around back to Lex's spot in the lineup, and we've got a pinch hitter.
And here is the pinch hitter, and that'll be a ball on the... Oh, strike. Actually, that is a strike. Thought that was a little to the outside there, but seems like he just gets a corner there over the home base. And here is the 0-1 pitch. And checks second, checks Reese at second. He's still looking there. I think he's going to throw. No, he's not. Oh, might get by. Reese is going for third. Oh, he is safe. That was a close one, but fantastic base running by Reese. Gets down perfectly in perfect time. 2 outs, runner on third with McCohen up to bat from George Washington University, sophomore there. Utility player, let's see what he can bring here as 1-1 count here, and with Reese on third. Here is the pitch from Fisher. And he hits it right behind Fisher, and that'll be another run scored to make it a 10-0 ball game. As Reese gets home from McCowan, getting a great hit right behind Fisher. And that means the Bigfoots are going to pump it up again and celebrate as they take a 10-0 lead. Don't like to assume, but this one is definitely getting out of reach here for the Warriors. As up next to bat is Baycott, and with a runner on first, I think since the first batter in this inning, we have not seen someone not on base, it feels like. I don't know. I could be wrong there, but...
Yeah, Walter Monday, the only guy who hasn't gotten on base in this inning with the flyout. Even Lex was on base before he was thrown out.
This inning is just crazy. This is what you get with baseball, though, folks. I mean, it'll just be pretty quiet for most of the game. Starting pitchers, you get into the relief, and then the game can get wild. And just like that, we have it with McLemore and Fisher sharing this inning so far, but it's a 10-0 ball game with 8 runs scored. And here's the pitch, and that one is low and outside, and that'll be a 2-0 count for Fisher here, going against Baycott from UNC Asheville. Playing right field, hadn't seen too much action on the defensive side, but he's definitely seen it on the offensive side here with batting. And McCowan is cheating a little bit on first base, steps back as Fisher checks him. And the fans want to see the pitch here, and here it is from Fisher. Still checking first. He's going to throw, and that one is hit pretty deep, but it looks like it'll be a routine flyout for the Warriors on Baycott, and it will be. They get out of the inning. I wouldn't say survive it necessarily, as 8 runs were scored. And it is now a 10-0 ball game as the Bigfoots lead the Warriors. Let's see what the Warriors can respond with on offense.
And now, bring them on out.
Life is a journey. We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us. A mountaineer trudges through. Where others see an obstacle, a mountaineer sees an opportunity. A mountaineer climbs tomorrow's mountains today. So what is a mountaineer? A mountaineer is you.
Welcome back to Boone, North Carolina here, and at Beaver Field and at the gym in Bettie Smith Stadium, for the App State Baseball Stadium actually, but tonight it's not about the Mountaineers, as I almost said that possibly earlier, you might have noticed that, but it's about the Bigfoots running away with this game so far as we go to the top of the 6th, 10-0 lead. Matt, what do you got to say about it? I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, Guerrero did a pretty good job of keeping the Warriors in this game, and then just an implosion from the bullpen, 5 walks, a hit by pitch, a couple of extra base hits. I mean, just, whatever could go wrong did go wrong for the Warriors last half inning.
Yeah, that was a crazy inning. It feels like we went through 3 innings there with the pace this game is being played, but we did not. Looking at the next 3 games for the Boone Bigfoots, tomorrow at Edenton Steamers, Sunday at Tarboro River Bandits, and Tuesday versus CV Stars, as the Bigfoots will be taking on those teams, and maybe they'll be carrying the momentum from a win, as if this score holds, which is a pretty good chance I think that might happen, we will see the Bigfoots go into those games with a 1-0 record here. And here is the pitch as Lowry is up to bat here for the Warriors against Alsop. Let's see what Alsop has on the first pitch. And then Lowry makes early contact. Oh, and it gets by, and that'll be a base hit for Alsop, or Lowry, excuse me there. And the Warriors get much needed offensive production there right off the bat for the first batter in the inning for Lowry.
Yeah, that ball just never really slowed down, continued to hop on Reese, and that's where you see the inexperience playing in this stadium kind of playing out. Didn't really know how to play the ball as it was skipping around on the turf. He kept waiting for it to die, and it just never did.
Yeah, that's what turf can do. You don't really see that with natural grass and dirt. It will not really stop and slow down there. As Alsop checks Lowry there, and not really close. Lowry easily gets back to first as he's cheating a little bit there. Wonder if we'll see a fancy little fake from Alsop throwing out to first like we did with Guerrero earlier. But here is the first pitch against Churchill. No, I am wrong. He throws again to Lowry, and Lowry slides back to first, easily safe. But Luke Churchill from Virginia here, looking to get some action for the Warriors, get something on the board. They just need anything, any hit, any sort of offensive production is what they need right now. And he does get a hit. That one will drop in front of center field. And that is 2 up for the Warriors and 2 base hits just like that as Lowry and Churchill get up. The first hit there might have been marked as an error for Lowry, his base hit, but that was a great hit there by Churchill, getting it right in the gap.
Yeah, absolutely. Good piece of hitting. Just got the barrel on the baseball, drove it right back up the middle. And now the Warriors have got something cooking here.
Definitely need this. Corey Everett back in his home state here in North Carolina. And let's see. The pitch. That is a strike. That's what also definitely wants to see there on the board as we have an 0-1 count. Going against Everett. Right fielder here for the Warriors. Rocking the Marlins jerseys, but still the Warriors. And also check second. Delivers the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss there for Everett. And we have an 0-2 ball count here, and a strikeout would be pretty needed here for Alsop.
Yeah, and a couple of guys up and throwing in the Bigfoot's bullpen, so we'll see exactly how long of a leash Alsop has here with a couple of guys on base.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see a pitching change. It's been a while since he pitched in the top of the 5th inning there after that explosive bottom of the 5th inning offensive explosion by the Bigfoots. That's all I have to say. 8 runs. Crazy inning for them. But also with the 1-2 count, here's the pitch, and it's contact made, but that one is a foul ball out of the stadium here. See a lot of fans still going for the ball. And Everett, 1-2 count here with runners at second and first. And here's the pitch from Alsop as swing and a miss, but he makes contact, so he will stay alive here. He does make contact with that pitch. Still a 1-2 count. Good pitch there, though, from Alsop.
Yeah, just barely got a piece of that. Good spot by the umpire. I was getting ready to turn down to look down and write that down in my book as a strikeout, but nice job by Everett staying alive, living to see another pitch.
Yeah, Bigfoots here could maybe use a nice little grounder to get a possibly double play or something. Is that what they get? Oh, they do, but that one gets by third base, and the Warriors are going to get a much-needed run here, and they will have runners at second and third after the hit by Everett. Gets in Lowry, and it is a 10-1 score now with no outs on the board and runners at second and third here for the Warriors. And that ball just got by Reed on third base.
It's a game of inches. Everett just barely made contact with the 1-2 pitch and then just barely sneaks that one down the line. Tough luck from Alsop, and looks like that's going to do it for him today.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier, Matt, the action in the bullpen, and also definitely lost his groove a little bit. I mean, that could be too. He didn't pitch for a while. I mean, what was that, like a 30-minute inning possibly? So,
obviously the Bigfoots will say they're glad they scored 8 runs, but yeah, that's the one potential downside of it is, your pitcher gets cold, and it's difficult to deal with that.
Let's get number 20, Cole Alsop.
Yeah, Cole Alsop, though, put together some beautiful pitches, though, for the Bigfoots. And as he gets some applause there and high fives from the team. And he is going to head to the dugout, and that will be the end of his day. But so far, despite the 1 run and batters on second and third here, the Bigfoots are still up by 9 runs. So you can't really look at it as a negative here, as they are having a fantastic offensive game. And before the broadcast started and the game started here, Matt, we were talking about the offense, how this team, I mean, sometimes in the past they would dominate some of these games. But here's Alex Trepper stepping up from Greensboro College. Fair player Mariano Rivera. That's a good model for a pitcher. And Alex Trepper is going to see if he can get out of this jam that he's stepping into here. But, let's see. From Greensboro College, if he can come up with anything fancy here to get him out of it. But so far, Warriors are responding pretty well. And looking at how the majority of this game's gone, you probably wouldn't expect it, but they definitely came out on fire.
Yeah, big response here from the Warriors. There's no such thing as a 10-run homer, so you kind of got to take it one at-bat at a time, and they're doing a good job. Got a little bit of luck with the error from Reese, but then took advantage, a couple of well-struck balls, a couple of nice base hits, and you just kind of chip away and then see if you can find someone in the bullpen that can give you a couple good innings, shut down this Bigfoot's offense, and we still got 3+ innings of, nearly 4 innings of baseball left to be played, so still a long way to go in this one. There's several twists and turns that can still be taken in this game.
Yeah, will be an interesting one for the Bigfoots to see how this inning plays out, but they so far have controlled this game, but you got to have a good mentality here if you're the Warriors, coming down after a run inning for the Bigfoots, but they respond, and let's see how they do here with the first trip from Trepper. And a little sidearm action there from him, but that will be a ball, and it'll be a 1-0 count here as he is going up against Locklear. And here is the 1-0 pitch from Trepper. And he waits. And a swing and a miss, possibly making some contact there, but that'll be a 1-1 count here. As the strike goes for Trepper, that's what you like to see.
And the other thing to take note of now is we saw some of the defensive players struggling with the shadows early part of this ball game. The sun has gotten down behind the trees now, so all shadows on the field now. Lights are on. Should make defense a tad bit easier.
And it looks like Trevor just sneaks that ball on the inside. Well, that is an advantage being in the mountains. The sun, if it sets, gets fine. And just like a little bit of the mountain,
Grandfather Mountain just kind of gets in the way a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Love to see just, Boone, North Carolina, one of the most beautiful atmospheres, especially for baseball. I mean, MLB's talked about it. I believe it was voted one of the prettiest.
One of the best stadiums
in college
in America, yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy. It is a beautiful ballpark, though. We've seen some beautiful photographs of the stadium during the fall and winter. And here's the pitch from Trepper in a 1-2 count. A good placement. Oh, he gets the call. Great placement there from the catcher, and that is a strikeout on Locklear. And that is not what the Warriors want to see with runners in scoring position there.
Yeah, but that's a good job by Trepper coming in, in a jam, 2 guys in scoring position. That'll settle this team down a little bit by getting a big strikeout there.
Yeah, great pitching there from Trepper, stepping in, and looked like he was facing no problems there. There's the pitch. Strike. That ball broke very late, but a beautiful pitch there from Trepper. And Mize was caught looking there, and that is a 0-1 count.
Yeah, he locked up Mize right there. That was a beautiful breaking ball coming out of the hand. It looked like it was going to hit him, and then just dove back to the inside corner. Couldn't throw that any better if he wanted to.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pitch there. And that pitch is just outside, and that is a 1-1 ball count here. And Mize waits for the next pitch from Trepper with runners in scoring position for the Warriors. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Just outside once again, as it looks like Trepper's trying to hit that corner there and see if he can get Mize swinging on one of these, but he's not yet. And it is a 2-2 count now for Mize versus Trepper. And right there on second base, a lot of cheating there for the Warriors. I believe that's Everett. And here is the 2-2 pitch. And he turns around, and Everett does tag up, even though he really didn't have to there. No one on second base.
Yeah, just a little step off there from Trepper.
And here is the 2-2 pitch. Swing, makes contact, pop fly. Trepper goes under it, but he dives away, but it's caught by Bellamy. Fantastic play from Bellamy, as Trepper just got away from that, but Bellamy makes a beautiful grab, loses the hats and glasses, but as long as he got the out right there, that's all the Bigfoots must care about in that one.
Yeah, that was a tricky little play to deal with. Kind of popped into no man, kind of that Bermuda Triangle right there in the infield between home plate, first base, and the pitcher's mound, but a good job by Bellamy taking command of that play and rushing in and making a nice catch.
Here's Groman, center fielder for the Warriors. Here's the first pitch to him from Trepper. That ball's inside. Groman takes a step out of the box there.
Yeah, tried to do the exact same thing he did to Mize with that breaking ball on the inside corner. That one just didn't have as much bite to it.
Yeah, that pitch, though, on that against Mize was beautiful. If he can get that to just break at the perfect time, that is his pitch to go to. And there he goes. There's a strike.
Did it right there, yeah.
Yeah. And here is the 1-1 pitch. And it looks like, too, Trepper has a little more, I guess you could say, pace to the way he's pitching, especially compared to Dooley. Dooley definitely took his time there on the mound. Here's the pitch. And he gets it again. And that will be a 1-2 count now on the strike. It looks like that was the same pitch again, and he got him. Trepper is finding his groove here so far for the Bigfoots. And a change of the ball here for him. But so far, this has been the Bigfoots game. And Warriors found a little momentum here, getting a run batted in. 2 guys on base here, scoring positions. But So far, Trepper's dealt with it well. Let's see if he can strike him out and get out of this inning. And here's the 1-2 pitch from Trepper. And it's a swing and a miss, but I think he made contact, so it is not. So that'll stay a 1-2 count. Good pitch from Trepper. Looks like he's gone to the same pitch almost this entire at-bat, it looks like.
Yeah, the off-speed pitch is doing very well for Trepper. Trepper, a guy from Greensboro College, a Tampa, Florida native, had a 3.60 ERA and 3 saves out of the bullpen for Greensboro this season.
Here's the pitch. It looks like he was just high, maybe a little bit outside there for Trepper. And this will be a 2-2 count now. And here is the pitch from Trepper. And he gets him on the strike. Trepper is amped about that one. Pump it up for the Bigfoots. They get out of the inning. Beautiful pitching from there from Trepper. And they will get out of the inning with only 1 run scored. Bigfoots lead here 10-1 against the Warriors in Boone, North Carolina.
What brings us to mountains? Is it the possibilities that await us at the top? Are we looking forward to how the challenge will mold us, transform us? Maybe the mountain is inside all of us. After all, we are mountaineers. Appalachian State University.
Welcome back to Boone, North Carolina. It's the Bigfoots lead 10-1, and we are seeing some killer dance moves with Biggie the Bigfoot and a fan. That was some beautiful dancing there, but some fun facts about Biggie the Bigfoot. Hometown, Boone, North Carolina. His favorite pizza, pepperoni. Favorite university is, of course, Appalachian State University. But he loves to dance, as we can see the killer moves here and hang out with Littlefoots, actually. And also an extra fun fact, he can eat a whole pizza in one sitting.
I think I like this guy.
Oh, yeah.
App State fan, pepperoni pizza guy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a guy that I might need to hang out with. I mean, Biggie the Bigfoot seems kind of like a vibe.
Yeah, he definitely does. He's got some killer dancers.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty wild. Was not expecting that. But that kid beat him in the dancing competition. Can't deny that. Tough loss for Biggie the Bigfoot. But the actual Bigfoots are up 10-1. So hopefully they'll be celebrating. But Biggie still looks like he's having the time of his life out there. You know, maybe he'll go eat a pepperoni pizza and celebrate possibly a win here for the Bigfoots. As they are back up to bat here. And as we look, the Bigfoots are up 10-1 still. But now, up to bat is Tyson Bass, shortstop from NC Wesleyan University, and he makes contact on the first pitch there. That'll be a foul ball. I don't think the fans will get a souvenir on that one. That one just falls short, going over the barrier and the fence there. And favorite baseball player, not going to mention it this time, Matt, don't worry. But here is the 0-1 pitch to Bass from Fisher. Ooh, and a big swing there by Bass, and he misses on it. Looked like he was going for the fences there. He liked that pitch a lot from Fisher.
I think he wanted the run back.
Yeah, I think he definitely did. Yeah, he didn't appreciate that one run being scored there. But here is the 0-2 pitch. And that one he connects, but that one is going possibly out of the stadium. I don't know.
I think that one might have landed back by the souvenir merchandise stand back behind us.
Hopefully no one's car ends up with a baseball in their windshield. Hopefully. That would be a terrible way to ruin a fun baseball game. But here's the pitch. And that one is high. And it will be a 1-2 count here for Fisher against Bass. And so far, I mean, I can't really say any bad things about the Bigfoots offense. It has been fantastic. And Bass definitely looking like he wants to add that to that here. And that ball is outside. 2-2 count now for Fisher. And Bass looking like he's settling in here. Getting ready for the 2-2 pitch from Fisher. There it is. Inside, and still swung on by Bass, makes contact, and he will stay alive in this at-bat for him.
Yeah, another hefty cut from Bass, having a pretty good ball game, like a lot of the guys on this team. 1 for 2 with an infield single, a walk, stolen base, runs scored. So,
filling up the stat sheet.
Yeah, been all over the place a little bit.
And here's the 2-2 pitch, and that one will be outside. And after being up with 2 strikes in this at-bat, goes to a full count with 3 balls in a row from Fisher.
Yeah, this is a good battle from Bass. Was down 0-2, fouled off a couple of pitches, battled back to get a full count.
Here's a full count pitch, and he hits Bass in the chest. And it looks like Bass is okay. And 4 balls in a row from Bass there. And, Bass sprints to first base, toughing it out. That's what you love to see, and he will get to first. And once again, it looks like the pitching woes may continue here for the Warriors. Let's see.
Yeah, and second hit batter for Henderson since he came into the game.
Fisher.
Fisher. Henderson was who he hit back in the 5th inning.
Yes.
With the bases loaded to bring in a run, and they gave up a couple of hits. So, the Warriors look like they've got some good starting pitching with Guerrero, but, kind of searching through their options right now in the bullpen.
Yeah, need to find some relief here that's going to work in. Monday swings big as well. Bigfoots are swinging for the fences here. You know what's funny, actually? Mentioned it before the broadcast. Reminds you of the Phillies bullpen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, sadly.
Yeah, Monday, that was a swing that said he was a little upset that he was the only Bigfoots player to not get on base last inning.
Yeah, it looks like it, because he wants to make a statement and hit a home run here as Fisher is staring at first base here, still looking at it. Wouldn't shock me if he throws first here. But here's the pitch, and that one's outside, and it'll be a 1-1 count here. As despite all of the runs, have not had a home run here yet. Trying to do that like reverse announcer jinx, so like jinx.
Monday nearly got one his last time up. Drove it all the way nearly out to the warning track out there in right field. Just got underneath it a little bit.
He makes contact there, and that'll be a base hit in between second and third. And Monday gets on the base and advancing Bass to second base. And the Bigfoots offense is still rolling here. They have just a fantastic offense here. And it is showing, but maybe we'll get a home run here. I don't know.
Yeah, like I said last inning, I'm starting to run out of room in my scorebook. With these last couple of innings, the way these guys have been swinging the bat and getting on base.
Very curious to see if they're going to run, how much they can run up this score, because the Bigfoots are just showing no signs of slowing down. As Justin Reed's up to bat, favorite player Nolan Arenado got a big payday and a couple off seasons ago in the MLB. But here's Reed, first pitch to him. And that one will be low and just outside, and that'll be a 1-0 count here for Fisher. First pitch is a ball to Reed.
And no action in the Warriors bullpen, so this is more than likely Fisher's inning, at least for the moment.
And here's the pitch from Fisher. And contact made, lost that ball. Looks like it might still be in play here for the Warriors, and that one is missed by the first baseman, it looks like. Unfortunate for the Warriors as the defensive woes continue.
Yeah, that one had some very late tail to it. It looked like it was starting to go out of play and then kind of hooked back. I mean, way up in the air. It took us both a minute to find it.
I never found it.
That's just an incredibly difficult play.
Yeah, tough one to grab, but not really any error or anything there. I mean, that was near impossible grab there for the Warriors on defense, but still Reed up to bat here in a 1-1 count. And stepping back into the box, here is the pitch from Fisher with runners at second and first here in the bottom of the 6th. And that ball is hit, and it gets by third base. This is going to be another run as Reed bats one in, and he will easily get in. No need to slide there at all for Bass. And runners at second and first again after the single from Reed, and Bass scores, making it an 11-1 ball game. He got the run back there for the Bigfoots and pump it back up again for the Bigfoots. Heard that 11 times now. This has been a nuts ball game for an offensive fan.
Yeah, this was a nice little pitcher's duel. First, the early innings in this ball game, it was 1-0 through 3, 2-0 through 4, but the Bigfoots pouring it on now.
Yeah, this is, I was expecting some big offensive production from the Bigfoots, definitely, but going out to pitching, I thought maybe seeing like max, maybe 5 runs. We are at 11 in the bottom of the 6th. And these offensive batting innings for these bottom innings for the Bigfoots have been taking a while here. And there's the pitch, 0-2 count for Bellamy. sophomore from Chowan University. Once again, the hobbies are Fortnite and lifting heavy circles.
I think that might be another investigation for the social media team. Got to figure out exactly what lifting heavy circles means.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly kind of like just the mystery of it, but also really do want to find out. Maybe we'll see on the TikTok page there. As that ball is low and looks like outside, it'll be a 1-2 count here for Fisher going against Bellamy. With Monday on second and Reed on first. And here's the 1-2 pitch from Fisher. Checks the runner at second. And that ball is outside, and it'll be a 2-2 count. Oh, no,
wrong
they
him
called
up.
it a strike. Wow. I thought that was outside. Spoke a little too soon there, but really did not think he got the corner of the plate there, but it looks like he did according to the ump. And up to bat now is Barker coming back out, catcher from NC Wesleyan University. See if we can continue the momentum here.
Yeah, I don't think anybody on the Bigfoots really liked that last call, but it's a little bit difficult to complain about a call when you're up 11-1.
That is a good point, yeah. Definitely thought that one might have been a little outside, but, you know, the Warriors are going to take what they can get right now. And that one is inside. And that'll be a 1-0 count. A little similar to the last pitch, I thought. But here is the next pitch, 1-0 with Monday on second and Reed on first for the runners, for the Bigfoots. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Fisher. And making contact is Barker, but that'll be a foul ball, and it'll be a 1-1 count here for Barker against Fisher.
And this is the 17th guy that the Bigfoots have brought to the plate since the beginning of the 5th inning. So
that 5th inning felt like it was hours ago.
17 batters, just 4 outs in the last inning plus for the Bigfoots.
Yeah, I can't even remember the beginning of the 5th inning. It was a while ago. I think I checked possibly the time, and it might have been around like 7:40, 7:50, and it's almost 8:40 now. So the Warriors have been on that defensive side in the infield for a while now. Definitely need to get back to batting here. With 1 out, here's the 2-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss there. It'll be a 2-2 count now for Barker against Fisher.
That was a good fastball from Fisher. Climbed the ladder on Barker there a little bit, and Barker couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah, it definitely was a good pitch there. That's what the Warriors need. Bigfoots don't really need anything in particular here, being up by 10. But Barker makes contact. That one will be a foul ball. Reset everything there.
Good swing there from Barker. Defensive stance. Living to see another pitch.
Making contact and surviving is what he's doing there. Fantastic.
Yeah, doing a good job of extending the AB. Driving up Fisher's pitch count a little bit more and giving himself another opportunity to try and drive in a run.
And here's the 2-2 pitch from Fisher to Barker. And that one will be a ball. We'll get a full count here. I feel like a couple times I noticed now, Barker will go up 2-0 or 0-2 in some of these counts, and the batters will fight it, and we'll see full counts or 2-2s and a lot of base hits from that.
Fisher's had a battle in a lot of these at-bats. The Bigfoots are doing a great job of making him work.
And swinging, making contact is Barker, but that one goes right to Fisher. He goes for the double play. And he'll get the out at second, but not the one at first. That ball gets away, and Barker is going to run from first, and a run will score. That is Monday getting in after the wild throw from second base by the Warriors. And now 12-1 for the Warriors as they're going to pump it up again. And this game is getting out of reach here for the Warriors. This is not what they want to see. And it looks like Barker handing off some of his equipment, but he will be going back to second, and Bigfoots are celebrating, and they got a lot to celebrate. A fantastic game from them so far, in unison, celebrating. Love to see it for them. And Fisher, still don't know. I don't think I'm seeing any action in the bullpen still here, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, nobody up warming up. I mean, Fisher's, especially this inning, hasn't pitched horribly. Has had some bad luck with, had a potential double play there, but an error by the shortstop.
Yeah, they could have had a possible chance there at a double play, but it looked like Fisher hesitated a little bit on that throw. He could have went to first earlier.
Yeah, and that was the other thing is he started to go to first, and then it's almost like he forgot he had a runner on first, and he had to force it second. So he forgot the double play was in order, and that little bobble Might have been what cost them, forced the shortstop to rush the throw, and now just like that, it runs in. You got another guy in scoring position.
And as you just saw the graphic on the screen, join the conversation. Hashtag BigfootsBaseball on Twitter here to talk about so far how the Bigfoots are producing on offense, because we are seeing a lot of offensive production from them. And here's Henderson up to bat. That pitch is low, and it'll be a 2-1 count now. Fisher just wants to get out of this inning right now. It's definitely, I think, the vibe that we're all getting up here in the press box. But it's still Barker at second, cheating a lot on second. And here is the 2-1 pitch from Fisher as he checks second. Inside, swinging though, making contact is Henderson. Here's a play for shortstop. And the Warriors will survive the inning as they get the out there. Henderson swinging, making contact. First at bat since getting hit by Fisher. But the Bigfoots out of the lead, making it a 12-1 game. Fantastic. We've seen and heard Pump It Up and the celebration here in Boone, North Carolina.
As I speak to incoming students, I get to see the excitement they have for this next phase of their lives. For some, they are the first in their families to go to college, and others are continuing a legacy of pursuing higher education. We know the journey through college is not always easy. Research tells us that obtaining a college education can be even more challenging for our students from underrepresented backgrounds. Appalachian Advocates is an opportunity to work with a cohort of faculty and staff who are willing to help foster a welcoming campus culture. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome back here on App TV to the Bigfoots versus the Warriors here, as Bigfoots are up big. We've seen the celebration. You see in the background there on your screen. They are up 12-1 in this ball game, but checking out App TV social media, Instagram, we are at Watch App TV, Twitter, Watch App TV as well, Facebook, Watch App TV, or you can stream this game as well on there. And then YouTube, at App TV on YouTube. Check out all of our shows, many shows, as I mentioned earlier, the A Game, our sports show. Always stream that, get all the content you need about App State and more. News, other things, events going on, just seeing the beauty of Boone and App State and hearing about the sports, all the breaking news with coaching changes, football season starting up, baseball season starting, and then star players in softball like Kate Houston and all of that and more.
Yeah, App State softball had a pretty good year this year.
They had a fantastic
Above
season.
500, made some noise in the Sun Belt.
Yeah, they did.
Kate Houston, breakout season.
She played incredible. Yeah, she was the star for the spring here for the Mountaineers. And sticking with the pitching, it looks like Tripper is still out there. And the Bigfoots.
And nobody up in either bullpen, so looks like it's going to be Trepper versus Fisher, at least for a little bit here.
Looks like it will, and batting is Zorola. First pitch is outside for Trepper, still throwing the sidearm. You know, it's funny, I feel like I never really often see, especially watching like MLB games and stuff, sidearm pitchers. We've seen two tonight for the
Bigfoots. We've seen several.
Yeah, pretty unusual, but it's working for the Bigfoots. And there's a good hit by Zorola. That one will get by as the Bigfoots were on a shift there in defense. And Zorola might go for 3 here. It looks like he will. He's running the throw. That will not get there at all. And loses the ball there at third base. But Reed was unable to make the tag as Zorola gets all the way around. And that's what the Warriors need. Get some momentum back there as they get a good hit on Trepper. And up to bat now is number 16, or 6, was that? I believe that was 16. Thomas Lee Jr. batting here for the Warriors.
And this is a pinch hitter for first baseman. I believe Whitaker had gone out of the game earlier as he gets drilled right there. So first and third already, but
runners at the corners.
Some bench guys getting into this game for the Warriors.
And it looks like now we will see 33 up in the lineup. Another pitcher. Mitch Brown. Pinch hitting here and designated hitting, I believe, for the Warriors. Here's the pitch. Brown versus Trepper. Brown swings early, and this one will be played by, misses the ball. Foul ball, actually, so.
That's a smart play by Barker.
That is a very smart play by Barker. And we'll reset here. Runners at the corners. Pretty fortunate, actually, that he messed up there. but didn't make contact with the ball, trying to barehand it there.
It actually looks like it might be a new catcher into the ball game for the Bigfoots. Parker, number 3. That looks like number 4 back there behind the plate. So.
And here's the pitch from Trepper. Oh, and that one hits, and now
That's
base is loaded.
Yeah, back-to-back hit by pitch.
And I believe that might be Reed actually catching now 4, possibly. Not 100% sure on that one, but Trepper, looking like it looked like Bigfoots could possibly get out of here early tonight, but then just like that, base is loaded, no outs, and up to bat is Black, designated hitting here. This is not what Trepper and the Bigfoots need in this game. Don't know if we're seeing any action down in the bullpen there. I don't know if it looks like there might be someone warming up down there.
Yeah, and Black's been shifted around the lineup here. He's back in the leadoff spot. That was
yeah, it was Lowry. I think it is Black now.
Yeah, Black's in Lowry's spot, and we just had Brown
rounding up
in Black's spot.
Yeah, Brown was in the DH spot there, batting at the bottom of the order, and now it looks like Black is at the top of the order. And they're just shifting things around now for the Warriors, trying to spark some life in the team. But it looks like they might have done it here with bases loaded, no outs. Trepper hitting back-to-back batters here. Possibly might see a pitching change here for the Bigfoots. I see some smiles on the faces, though, there for the, I believe that might be Reed, Coach Smoot, and Trepper. Looks like Trepper will be...
yeah, I just saw someone go down to the Bigfoots bullpen to start warming up. So I don't think they have an arm ready to make to make the move yet. So they're going to let Trepper try and pitch his way out of this, at least for a batter or 2.
And let's see what we get out of Trepper here for the rest of the inning. He's definitely in a jam, you could say the least, with bases loaded, no outs, and Kobe Black batting here against Trepper. And here's the first pitch to Black. And that's an inside ball, but it's hit by Black, but that'll be a foul ball down the third base line. An 0-1 count, that is definitely the way Trepper wants to start this.
Yeah, need to get back into the strike zone. Black got on base with an error his first time up and then flew out. Second time up, he's put some good swings on the ball and made some solid contact today.
Yeah, if you're Trepper right now, you just want to, get your momentum back and just, relax into this inning here as he gets another strike, 0-2 count, and you don't want to go down in these counts. And just like that, he's up in the count here with a 0-2 in the count.
Yeah, if you can get an out here, preferably a strikeout, and then you're just one pitch away from rolling a double play and getting out of here unscathed.
That's exactly what I was thinking there. And that ball is inside, as it looks like. Black just nearly being hit by it, but he's not, and
nearly hit him, but it also nearly came back and got the inside corner again.
It did. Black is hovering right over home plate. He is right there, so we'll see. Trepper he's got that ball, it's broken right over home plate and become a strike. As that one gets away, and this might be a run. And it looks like it will. Good grab there by Trepper, but that is a run, and now it is a 2-12 ball game with runners at third and second here and a 2-2 count now. And that is not what Trepper wanted to see after going up 0-2 in this at-bat here against Black.
Yeah, and he just yanked that one. I think it stuck in his hand a little bit longer than he wanted to, and he just pulled it all the way outside.
Yeah, it looks like he just had almost too much control on it, actually. And he gets him swinging. Beautiful pitch there from Trepper. Getting back some confidence there, and that's the first out of the top of the 7th here for the Bigfoots with runners at third and second. So we have runners in scoring position here for the Warriors. But it's Churchill up, and Lowry might just be out of this batting lineup now with Churchill batting here. It looks like second again in the order.
Yeah, it looks like Lowry might have gotten double switched out of this game. Black went from the 9 hole to the leadoff spot. Whitaker out of the game. I think Brown had shifted over to play first base.
Yeah, because I think we have Thomas Lee Jr. batting for Whitaker, and then Brown going in Black's place at the bottom of the order.
Yeah, so I think Lee Jr. is the DH. Brown at first base now, or we'll sort through all of it eventually.
Yeah, hopefully. But a good pitch there from Trepper as he caught him looking there, and he goes up 0-2 in this at bat again. So let's see if he can close out this one earlier and get a much needed strikeout here for the Bigfoots. And here is the 0-2 pitch from Trepper. And making contact, though, there is Churchill. Might drop. Let's see someone make the grab. They can. And they're not going to push for home, it looks like, on third. So 2 outs here. Quick down there on Churchill. Trepper gaining back some confidence, hopefully much needed here. Let's see if they can get out of this inning still with a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, and that was a nice play by Reed. That's the type of ball that will occasionally drop, for a bad luck blue base hit, but great hustle by Reed, ranging over, making the play.
Yeah, fantastic grab there. Seen some great defensive plays from the Bigfoots,
Well, actually, Reese, number 4.
I think we've seen a lot of shifts here in the lineups for both teams, as that pitch is a swing and a miss by Everett. And Trepper up 0-1 in this count, but we've seen a lot of movement in the batting lineups and just in the outfield, or the defensive positions for both teams here. As here is the 0-1 pitch from Trepper. And it's another swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch here against Everett.
Yeah, that is a beautiful breaking ball, tailing away from Everett. No chance.
And let's see here if we see Trepper try to go to the outside here, see if he can get him swinging and missing. Up 0-2 in the count. Get out of this inning with only 1 run. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Trepper. Inside. Doesn't give him the call. He's going to try to steal home. They call it safe. Oh, my goodness. Caught sleeping where the Bigfoots on defense and a stealing home there. Wow. That is unfortunate there for the Bigfoots, as I think they thought they got the call too. It looked like they might have, but now it's a 3-2 ball game for the Bigfoots. Thought it might have been a strike, but it ends up being a run, a stolen run for the Warriors. And here is the 1-2 pitch. And Trepper is outside on that one. Just inside was that pitch when it was 0-2. Thought he might have gotten it there.
Well, and this umpire has made a handful of delayed calls in this game, so I think everybody was waiting to see if he was going to make a call. And before they realized he had called it a ball, Lee Jr. had taken off from third. Just an unfortunate set of circumstances. You said it best. Caught him sleeping.
Yeah, and then right there, caught swinging is Everett. And up by 9, the Bigfoots get out of this inning. And a stolen run and another run there for the Warriors, but still up big as the Bigfoots in Boone. Boone Bigfoots up 12-3 against the Warriors. Welcome back to Boone, North Carolina here at the Beaver Field at Jim and Bettie Smith Stadium. And we're seeing some dancing with Sweet Caroline going on by the players and some cheerleaders here for the Bigfoots. But looking at the year, 1984, when the Karate Kid debuted, the top song was When Doves Cry by Prince. I'm not going to lie, I don't know a lot of this because I was not born in 1984. But the top grossing film was Ghostbusters, great movie. Top show, Dynasty, never heard of it. Gallon of gas was $1.10, that would have been really nice. New Dodge Ram was $8,995. And the NCAA baseball champion was Cal State Fullerton.
Yeah, I'd really like to go back to $1.10.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yes, that would.
Ignoring everything else, that would be incredible.
That'd be nice.
That would be fantastic to have.
Some nice moves from those Bigfoots players down there, though.
Yeah, it seems like they practice a lot of dancing because they have some killer moves, and I mean, they can bat, they can field, and they can also dance. I mean, they got it all apparently. It looks like. Looks like we have a pitching change. Looks like
new
Fisher
pitcher
is out of this one, and we have number 16 for the Warriors here. Fisher, I didn't see much warming up.
So this is Lee Jr., who is actually in the batting order now.
Oh, so Lee Jr. is pitching as well. Look at that. I mean, I'm not gonna. It's not like a positional player pitching though. I believe he is listed as a multiple position player.
He is listed as a two-way player, and there's been some defensive some defensive changes. I can see Mize is over at first base now.
Yeah, it looks like ever since Lowry went out, there's been a lot of changes for the Warriors here, as you see the Bigfoots.
Yeah, I think the rest of the infield is still to change. Actually, Lowry is still out there at shortstop.
He is, yeah. Lowry is there.
So that may be a case of they probably kept Black at DH, moved him to Lowry's spot in the batting order, and they essentially have it like softball where he's a DP.
Yeah, they do.
He's fielding but not hitting. They're DHing for the shortstop instead of DHing for the pitcher.
Very interesting changes here.
So that would be my off the dome guess at what exactly the Warriors are doing here.
And here's a pitch by Lee Jr. That'll be outside and a ball for the Bigfoot, or for the Warriors there. And the next pitch here, Lee winds up, ready to throw. And delivers, and contact is made there, but it doesn't look like it's really.
And this is a new player for the Bigfoots.
Colby Anderson from Emory and Henry College here. And Colby Anderson warming up into this game. Let's see what he can do against a new pitcher in Lee Jr. And we have a 2-1 count here for Lee Jr. against Colby Anderson. And here's the 2-1 pitch from Lee. Swinging, making contact, but that'll be a foul ball. That one was ripped, but it came back down. I believe it hit the
light pole.
Oh, it hit the light pole. Wow. Yeah, that one was ripped by Anderson, but a foul ball, but goes right back to Lee.
Yeah, it hit the light pole, came right back to nearly took out Anderson.
Yeah, maybe it's a sign here. Anderson's going to get a good hit here. Maybe it's a sign. Here's the pitch. And that one is high and outside, and that'll make it a full count here. Another full count. Seen a lot of them tonight. And here's Lee going against Anderson. Full count. Both into this lineup in this inning. The last inning we did see Lee hit, or in the top of this inning. Here's the pitch. And making contact. That'll be infield. It's a tough play, and it's an error on third base. And I think that was Zarola. He cannot make the play there. And Colby Anderson, first at bat, I believe, gets on base and puts one infield.
Yeah, it was going to be a tough play for Zarolas to make, based off of where down the line Anderson was when he bobbled it. I think he would have had a chance. It's been scored as a base hit for now. Kind of one of those, in-between plays that kind of depends on the score. Got maybe a little bit of home cooking here, trying to give some Bigfoots players a base hit. But,
yeah.
I mean, it was a good job just making contact, putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. It was going to be a tough play all the way for Zarolas. Just, I think, again, another situation where he's focusing on the throw before he's got it secure in the glove.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. We've seen a lot of those in this game where players are just totally looking at the throw. And drilled there is McCowan. And Lee Jr., it looks like the pitching woes are continuing again here for the Warriors as on base now, runners on second and first, and it's Anderson and McCowan. Both more newer players in this lineup for this game so far. McCowan we already did see, but Anderson we see for the first time. And now we see another new player with Josh Tyler for the Bigfoots. And here is the pitch from Lee Jr. And making contact early there for the Bigfoots is Tyler, but that one is out of play. And kids are chasing after that one for a souvenir, but that one might have went miles away. That is going to be a hike. And here's Josh Saylor. Favorite dance move, the Dougie, by the way. And here's the pitch to Tyler. And making contact. Again, that one's going to be another souvenir as well.
Yes, it looks like Coach Smoot getting a lot of his bench guys into the ball game here in the late innings.
See if we can get a run here, too, possibly.
Top 3 guys in the order, all out of the lineup now. Of course, Logan Lex left a couple innings ago with injury.
And so they're making contact again.
Yeah, that's a good swing there. Expanded the zone a little bit, but did a nice job getting the bat on the ball and staying alive.
Yeah, fantastic outing here so far for Josh Seiler. And here's the 0-2 pitch. And that one will get by, and then looks like we'll have Anderson go to third, and we'll have McCowan go to second.
That giant hot dog going down through the stands right now. Yeah.
And there's someone wearing a hot dog hat in the stands right now. Might see him walk down to the broadcast here. Getting a lot of cheers and support for wearing that hat.
Dollar dogs.
And still up to bat here. We still have Josh Seiler with a 1-2 count here. That's the ball got away, and runners advance to third and second. Here's the pitch from Lee Jr. And a swing and a miss for Seiler. That's the first out of the bottom of the 7th here for the Warriors. And still on base, though, we have McCowan and Anderson. Anderson on third, McCowan on second. So runners in scoring position here for the Bigfoots. Let's see what they can do here with back on.
And the Bigfoots have played around with their lineup a little bit, too, because Baycott, we thought Seiler was hitting for him, and Baycott up to the plate now in Bass's spot.
Yeah, a lot of shuffling we've seen from these teams late here in this first game. Definitely feeling it out, though, giving the guys some minutes. But Baycott takes a ball on the first pitch and a 1-0 count with runners in scoring position and 1 out on the board so far here. And here's the pitch. And inside, nearly hitting Baycott there. Feel like a lot of these pitchers in this game, being the first game, warming up a bit, but haven't been too in control of some of their pitches here. We saw last inning, Trepper hit back-to-back batters. And that one is high, and that'll be 3 balls in a row there for Seiler, or excuse me, not Seiler, Lee Jr. against Baycott. And 3-0 count. You might think here that Baycott might get the green light with runners in scoring position, only 1 out on the board. And here's the pitch. Swinging, making contact. A foul ball. That one is out of the stadium.
Yeah, watch out in the front row of the parking lot on that one.
Yeah, definitely pray your car just did not get a dent in it.
Fans, if that broke a car window, have no worries. Our friends at High Country Insurance will get you settled quick.
And here's the 3-1 pitch from Lee Jr. to Baycott. And that one is outside and down. And bases will be loaded with 1 out here as Baycott gets on base. So we have Anderson at third, McCowan at second, and Baycott at first. And now, much more offensive production on the board once again for an opportunity. As it looks like we might get a pitching change here with Lee Jr., with everyone in the infield coming in to talk about this one, and coach for them as well. So, don't think I see any action, though. Actually, we do see some action in the bullpen. It looks like someone is coming out.
And the Bigfoots now 7 walks, 2 hit by pitch in this game.
Yeah, this isn't...
Against 12 hits. They are getting on base in every way possible. They've gotten on... Each team's made 3 errors. Bigfoots have gotten hit by a couple pitches, drawn a lot of walks, put the ball in play. I think they have checked every single box at this point.
Seen a couple dance battles.
The only thing we haven't seen is a ball go over the wall.
Yeah, shockingly, that's the only thing. We've seen a balk, too.
Yeah.
Seen a balk, but
some
not
wild pitches, some pass balls.
Yeah,
everything. A double steal. A steal of home.
Yeah, literally everything. And looking at the next 3 for the Boone Bigfoot schedule, tomorrow at Edenton Steamers, Sunday at Tarboro River Bandits, and Tuesday versus CV Stars. As up to bat is Bass, still in the lineup here.
And he's just also moved down a spot out of Walter Monday's position, who is
from NC Wesleyan College. Just the batter lineup is just getting scattered here as he went for the bunt. And it was, I believe that was Anderson.
Yeah, that was a squeeze play.
Yeah,
and
he was sprinting to home.
So the Bigfoots it looks like they've just moved a bunch of guys down one spot in the lineup because Monday is in the on-deck circle. Again, a spot lower.
Yeah, this is just a couple changes here. Get more guys a chance to hit it here for the Bigfoots. But here's the 0-1 pitch. And, oh, my goodness, he somehow hit that, and he's going to be safe at first. What a weird play there. And that ball almost hit. It looked like it almost hit Bass in the face, but pump it up.
And that's going to do it.
Yeah, that should do it. That's a 10-run difference, and that will be it. That is your ball game for the night, ladies and gentlemen. We see the Bigfoots are pumping it up here as they're going to go 1-0 in the record here. Big win for the Boone Bigfoots. Fantastic baseball. Weird play at the end there as they were just running to end this game as that ball almost nailed Bass in the face, but some great hand-eye coordination there. And we see the handshake line for the players, and just a fantastic game though so far for the Bigfoots. The offensive production was there. Bases were loaded. They just went to end it. Some good sportsmanship, but
yeah, once they kind of got the second time around on Guerrero, they figured him out a little bit, scratched a couple runs across on him, and then the Warriors just couldn't find a guy in the bullpen to throw strikes.
Yeah, so it went McLemore, Fisher, and then it was Lee to close out the game, and McLemore, Fisher, and Lee Jr. just could not find it. They could not find placement, and we saw McLemore stand for almost the whole, I believe it was, basically almost the whole bottom of the 5th inning. And then Fisher went in, and it just didn't get really any better. It just went downhill as we had the 8-run 5th inning there, bottom of the 5th for the Bigfoots. Just a fantastic game, but, thank you all for joining us here on App TV, sharing us on Facebook, and Spectrum, Skybass as well. And next Friday, come out to see the Bigfoots in action again as Bigfoots win 13-3 here against the Warriors.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. For today's video, we are going to be talking all about clubs on campus. Joining a club on campus is literally one of the best ways to make friends. And in this video, I'm going to be talking with a few different people about clubs. Some are students, and one of them is actually a staff member on campus who knows all about clubs and other campus activities. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So I'm with Olivia right now. Hello. Oh my gosh, I look so short. We're actually both in Ear Candy a cappella, which is one of the many clubs on campus, but Olivia is in some other clubs too, so we're gonna sit down and talk about them. So what other clubs are you in?
So I'm also in apps, and I'm in 2 councils. I'm in special events and main stage. It's just like a meeting of everyone just talking and throwing out ideas and planning concerts. Everyone gets their voice heard, which is really great, and everyone kind of gets a say in what we do.
So when you first got to apps, why'd you join a club in general, and then why'd you join apps?
Well, freshman year, I originally just joined the lacrosse club team, and I did it because I played lacrosse in high school, and during COVID, I decided to join apps because I kind of felt like I was missing out on stuff since I wasn't really on campus, and it's just fun to like get a say in what our campus does.
Yeah, that actually is really cool. Do you think that joining apps or lacrosse or just joining a club in general benefited you?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of given me like leadership experience and just kind of a great way to like make friends and have like a social life outside of like educational work.
And then the last question is, do you think that it's beneficial for people to join clubs on campus?
100%. I think you're really missing out on the experience of college if you don't join at least one club. I think it adds to like something to look forward to every week, and especially when you join something that you're passionate about, I feel like it overall makes the experience so much better, and that's why I've joined so many clubs.
Yes. Well, thanks, Olivia. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Nick Nelson.
What club are you in?
I am part of crew at App State.
When you first got to App, why did you join, and why did you join crew specifically?
Crew is specifically a ministry, and so like I was trying to find a way like, hey, let's keep pursuing my faith while on campus, but at the same time, part of crew's message is like, hey, we have community here. We have large group, small group gatherings outside everywhere.
So do you think that crew has benefited you so far?
It's definitely provided me community, and definitely a time where it's hard to find community. I know with COVID going on, it's hard to like establish something. I had to go through a transition period with COVID, but still we're able to find like a smaller group, able to like meet with people and just gather around and talk about like either silly stuff, like I know like we've had like paintball fights, cookouts, barbecue, and just like also serious conversations if you need to have it, you can develop brothers and sisters here.
Last question, do you think that it's beneficial for people to join clubs on campus? And why?
Completely beneficial. Yeah. I was an RA last year, and so I experienced the whole nobody could really see each other, and so the only way for people to meet people was like join clubs or go outside. To know and to be known is essentially like what a club is.
Well, thanks for answering my questions today. There's definitely a club for everyone. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, you got State.
Hello, my name is Emily Mazel, and I'm currently serving as a graduate assistant for campus activities, specifically working with clubs and orgs.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So we are going to talk clubs today, obviously. So how many clubs are on campus?
Yeah, so App State has approximately 400 plus clubs for students to join, ranging from anything from special interests to educational-based organizations. It's a really great way to get involved.
How can people join a club if they're interested?
Yeah, so joining a club is as easy as going on engage.appstate.edu and just searching for a club that interests you. Every single active organization on campus has an Engage portal. It's very easy to navigate. You can find out information about the clubs that you're interested in, as well as contact information to get in touch with club leaders and advisors.
Whoa, so Engage is like the way to go.
Yes, highly recommend Engage.
Is it too late in the game for people to join a club, or can they join whenever they want?
Yeah, that mainly depends on the organization itself. Some organizations, specifically fraternity and sorority life, have different periods when you can, where they recruit new members, but most clubs have rolling admission. All it takes is one email out to club leaders, and most of the time Engage also offers an option where you can apply to be a member right on the portal. So yeah, it's really easy. It's really easy.
Yeah, that's good to know. Do you personally have any favorites, or were you in any clubs while you were here?
I was involved in clubs when I was in undergrad, and they're so important to get involved in as many things as you can in undergrad because that really enriches your entire experience. I'm a sucker for a dance club. I grew up dancing, so anything that involves that is just chef kiss my cup of tea.
So overall, do you think it was beneficial for you to join a club?
Yes, 100%. Joining clubs when you're an undergrad or a graduate student it's a great experience. That's where I met a lot of my friends in undergrad. I still have those connections even now, 2 years after I graduated. And those are just connections and friendships you'll take with you for the rest of your life. So 100% recommend joining clubs in your college experience.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Emily, for talking about clubs on here, giving us your expertise. And yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Thank you.
So there you have it. That is everything that you need to know about clubs. There's so much more to learn too, but it looks like you're just gonna have to join one to find out. I know we've been in this COVID cycle for a while now, but such a good idea to join a club. Seriously, you won't regret it. There is something out there for everyone too. I mean, 400 plus
clubs. That's a lot. That's it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Maybe you got something out of it. Maybe you're gonna join a club now. As you can tell, I'm outside and it's cold. It's actually currently snowing. So that's the end of this video. Again, I hope you guys liked it. A raindrop just hit my head. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
We have a great department. I think the communications department at Appalachian is stellar. But what's really awesome too about journalism at App State is how easy it is to get involved in student media compared to other universities. I know some people don't really move up into like reporter or senior reporter until their senior year of college. So it's been really cool to be a part of student media and to have like really accessible ways to lead and also to grow within journalism and kind of bring that back to classes. Journalism is a really cool thing to be involved in if you want to kind of help make an impact in your community or for a certain group of people while still being ethical. I think journalism is needed. Here at the Appalachian, we serve as watchdogs for the town of Boone and also Appalachian State University. So if that's something that you're interested in, I definitely encourage you to be a part of that. When you see a first-year reporter go out and ask amazing questions, craft a story where we basically say, like, if you have any questions on structures, let us know. But we also encourage you to look at, our website. And when they do look at that website, they do turn in the essay or that article. And it's great. Like, that's a really cool thing to see.
So I actually originally came in as a music major. So that was something that I, was really looking for. And when I did change to journalism, just I already had some friends in the department, so I knew like it was a good place for it. I got started and found out that it was like absolutely something I really enjoyed doing and something I could really see myself doing in the future. I think one of the biggest benefits is like the connections that I've been able to make, whether it's like some professional, but like more importantly, the people that I'm writing with, like the other people on the desk, the rest of the writers of the Appalachian. So especially in like those first few recaps or stories that I have put out, really the editors have helped a ton in terms of improving myself as a writer and then also making it easier, knowing that, it's okay to make a mistake because, it's going to get worked out at some point. First part is, coming up with the idea. Like if one player is doing really well and that's consistently done well or something like that through their career, we'll be like, hey, I want to write a feature on this guy. And then after that, you got to go through like communications and set up interviews and everything, come up with your interview questions. Usually I'll like write them down like in the little notes tab. Headline ideas are tough, but after all that, it just gets sent to editing and you just work through edits. The first edits that like I'll go through are like any sort of like word replacement that they'll suggest or just like grammatical things. Some of the more difficult ones for sure are asking you to like reword things in like a certain way, or like maybe they'll ask you to like break up a certain paragraph or something like that. It's kind of nice seeing it go up online, but seeing it in print is just like a whole nother like, I don't know, it's like a whole nother level of like excitement because you can like hold it physically, you see it right there. And it's like a little like trophy you get to keep, like I have mine hanging on my wall because I was just so excited about it.
Seeing that seriousness from them is something that instills a little bit more hope in me that we can continue to pass down how important our journalism is here at the Appalachian throughout the years.
I've really enjoyed it so far, and I'm really excited to keep working with the Appalachian.
I wanted to give you some information about our Appalachian State Online MBA program. Our Appalachian State Online MBA program is a 2-year program. The way we set it up is that you will take 2 classes per semester. So we have students come in every fall. That means you'll take 2 classes in fall, 2 classes in spring, 2 classes in summer, and this again continues another year. So This is the way we have set up our program. Keep in mind though that this 2-year program can be customized in any way you want. So for example, if you are thinking of taking only 1 class per semester, we can set up your program to essentially reflect that particular instance. Or we can also say that you might want to take more than 2 classes per semester. You can take 3 classes or 4 classes per semester if you so desire. So the entire idea is that this program can be customized in any way you want. The classes for our online program, first of all, keep in mind that this is a completely online program. There is no physical presence required in the campus at Appalachian. So your classes can either be synchronous or asynchronous. Synchronous classes essentially mean that the classes would meet virtually once a week, maybe on a Wednesday or a Monday or a Tuesday, any day of the week. But usually whenever the meeting is set, it's usually set in the evening so that working professionals can attend the class. So the meeting would be once a week via Zoom. Okay, the professor would conduct a class or have a class discussion or discuss a case study or what have you, but it would be once or twice a week depending on the professor's preference. An asynchronous class essentially is one that does not have any set meeting times. So there will be assignments, there will be projects, there will be deliverables in the class, okay, where you would have certain deadlines and dates within which you need to submit those deliverables. The professor would always be available during office hours, virtually of course, okay, so that you can meet the professor at any time you want during those office hours, but there will not be any class time per se. So that is basically what synchronous and asynchronous class means. Overall though, whether it's synchronous or asynchronous, keep in mind that our online classes are as rigorous as an in-person class. At Appalachian, okay, whether our MBA is being delivered online or whether it's being delivered face-to-face, our rigor does not change. It's the same program. So even if you're taking an online class, please keep in mind that the rigor will always be there. There will be deliverables that you would be expected to complete and finish. There would be assignments, there would be exams, everything would be the same. It is only the delivery mode that changes.
The vast majority of our online MBA students are full-time working professionals, with many of them with families, with community obligations. So faculty and us in the graduate programs office are more than willing to work with you within reason to help you be successful in the program as well as maintain your commitments outside of the program with work, family, and whatnot. Interestingly, more than half of our MBA students did not have a business undergraduate degree. So if you're thinking, I can't go back for my MBA because I did not study business in college, that's just not the case. Many of our students studied something different. Their career path has led them into the business world or into a position where they need business knowledge to continue or to progress in their careers. The one benefit that you would have if you did study business is with the prerequisites that are required for the program. So we do ask that you have introductory coursework or knowledge of I think it's 6 core business disciplines. So we have economics, finance, marketing, management, statistics, and accounting. And if you've taken those courses at the undergraduate level and made a B- or better in them, then you would meet that prerequisite. If not, it doesn't affect your application, your eligibility for the program. It would just mean that you'd need to do a little bit of catch up. And one way that you can do that is through our accelerated prerequisite modules that we offer. So that is a self-paced program where you're working, students say it takes around 20 to 40 hours of time working through chapters, taking quizzes, and completing a final exam in that subject area. So you can work on that after you have been admitted to the program if need be. Of course, you also have the option of taking an undergraduate level course at a community college or at Appalachian, whatever is convenient for you. So we invite you to attend one of our MBA info sessions. Those are hosted by our MBA team, and we, including myself, and we will go into more depth about the application process, prerequisites, any other information that you would want or need to know to apply to the program. And we'll also have a Q&A time. Those sessions tend to be fairly informal, so you are more than welcome to speak up and voice your concerns or questions to us, and we'd be glad to help answer those for you. You can find out when those are scheduled on the website. They're typically on Thursday evenings, 5:30 via Zoom, and we do ask you to register for those. But if you have any other questions or would like to get in touch with us, please do so.
What brings us to mountains? Is it the possibilities that await us at the top? Are we looking forward to how the challenge will mold us, transform us? Maybe the mountain is inside all of us. After all, we are mountaineers. Appalachian State University.